Haiku. Every champion starts with one moment. Activate your place in the world of esports. Compete, manage, track, dominate. Everything you need in one platform. Gear up for WEC25. For results, streams, and more, visit IESF.gg.
To be in the zone, gamers need true support. One that's in sync with your body at every angle. Takes your weight without pressure. Fully adjustable to cradle your spine and adapts as you shift in your seat. True ergonomic alignment to achieve your perfect gaming form.
Data habis? Jangan risau. Tukar ke Red One Mobile untuk data pantas 5G Extra. Nak peran data telefon? Red One Mobile kan ada.
Toss a coin in the waterfalls in the wishing well. Now I get plenty coin, but I'm self-made. You ain't gotta wish me well. You ain't like me then, but I guess it's past tense, cause you tapped in. You was never who you said. I see the facade when looking, it really be like me to tell. My guard up, I ain't taking nails. If it's not in my favor, won't sign a deal. I got the royalty in the mill. I got authority in the field. Take a look in my iris. I be precise with the timing. I move on a tuck like the high risk. I never know where my mind went.
Every champion starts with one moment. Activate your place in the world of esports. Compete, manage, track, dominate. Everything you need in one platform. Gear up for WEC25. WEC25. For results, streams, and more, visit IESF.gg.
To be in the zone, gamers need true support. One that's in sync with your body at every angle. Takes your weight without pressure. Fully adjustable to cradle your spine and adapts as you shift in your seat. True ergonomic alignment to achieve your perfect gaming form.
Data habis? Jangan risau. Tukar ke Rate 1 Mobile untuk data pantas 5G Extra. Nak peran data telefon, Rate 1 Mobile kan ada.
Toss a coin in the waterfalls, in the wishing well. Now I get plenty coin, I'm self-made. You ain't gotta wish me well. You ain't like me then, but I guess it's past tense, cause you tapped in. You was never who you said. I see the facade when looking at really me, like you could tell. My guard up, I ain't taking nails. If it's not in my favor, won't sign a deal. I got the royalty in the mill, I got authority in the field. Take a look in my iris, I be precise with the timing. I move on a touch like the high risk. I never know where my mind went.
Every champion starts with one moment. Activate your place in the world of esports. Compete, manage, track, dominate. Everything you need in one platform. Gear up for WEC25. For results, streams, and more, visit IESF.gg.
To be in the zone, gamers need true support. One that's in sync with your body at every angle. Takes your weight without pressure. Fully adjustable to cradle your spine and adapts as you shift in your seat. True ergonomic alignment to achieve your perfect gaming form.
data? Data habis? Jangan risau. Tukar ke Red One Mobile untuk data pantas 5G Extra. Nak peran data telefon, Red One Mobile kan ada.
Toss a coin in the waterfalls in the wishing well. Now I get plenty coin, I'm self-made. You ain't gotta wish me well. You ain't like me then, but I guess it's past tense, cause you tapped in. You was never who you said. I see the facade when looking, it really be like you could tell. My guard up, I ain't taking nails. If it's not in my favor, won't sign a deal. I got the royalty in the mill. I got authority in the field. Take a look in my iris. I be precise with the timing. I move on a tuck like the high risk. I never know where my mind went.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to kindly remind everybody in the arena to kindly take your respected seats. And now, attention please. We are honored to announce the arrival of Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports of Malaysia. Please rise as we welcome the arrival of Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite all VVIPs, distinguished guests and participants to enter the hall. Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports of Malaysia. Mr. Vlad Marinescu, President of the International Esports Federation. Mr. Muhammad Naim Al-Amin bin Saharuddin, President of the Malaysia Esports Federation. Mr. Ahmed Faris bin Amir, CEO of Impact Integrated. Members of the International Esports Federation Board, presidents and representatives of national federations. Our official partners, Ministry of Youth and Sports of Malaysia, Esports Integrated, Red One Mobile, IKOO, Solos Merch, Monster Energy, CK Music, Razer, honored guests, Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the closing ceremony of the IESF World Esports Championship 2025. We deeply appreciate your presence in joining us in such a prestigious evening. But before we kickstart our main event for the night, I would like to invite the members of the arena to kindly rise as we sing the national anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku. Once again, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. It is going to be such an epic and amazing night. And let's take things another step forward. Let's kick off tonight with a burst of energy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our performers with an electrifying opening showcase, celebrating unity and the rising power of esports. A round of applause!
Melati putih harum nan berseri, dara dan teruna hai gembira menari. Murai bernyanyi di pohon cemara, tarian disembah hai pembuka bicara. Lengang lenggok, lengang lenggok, seni budaya kami sajikan. kerana puas tidaklah saya datang kemari. Hari ribut, runduklah pagi. Balik cepat, ada tu tementuk. Hari ribut, runduklah pagi. Balik cepat, ada tu tementuk.
What an amazing opening performance. And of course, a huge thank you to SK Taman Sri Rembau and the group Sri Baiduri for that amazing cultural performance, showing the world the culture of Malaysia. And to officially kickstart our event, ladies and gentlemen, it is my deepest pleasure to invite Mr. Muhammad Naim Al Amin, President of the Malaysia Esports Federation, to deliver the welcoming remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome him on stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Malaysia Madani, salam sejahtera. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth Sports of Malaysia. My friends, Mr. Vlad, the President of International Esports Federations. CEO of Impact, Mr. Matt, members of International Esports, distinguished guests, all the athletes, and all the esports enthusiasts. Welcome, selamat datang to Malaysia. As we come to end of this incredible event, I stand here with gratitude, with pride. Over the past day, we have witnessed patience, discipline, sportsmanship, and also the global unity through the sports. And also, we would like to special thanks to Madani governments for their support and also the trust, leadership, and commitments to the developments of the esports ecosystem that have made this event possible and successful. Thank you for us. Thank you to MESF. Thank you for everybody, partners. And also, would like to gratitude to the IESF. Thanks for your opportunities. Thanks for your guidelines. Thanks for your support. And we are honored to collaborate more in the future. And also, we would like to congratulate to the new president, the new IESF board, and hopefully you guys can doing amazing job for the next coming future, for the future of the esports. And I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge teams, especially the technicals team, the unsung hero behind the scene, from productions to the broadcast, from stage operations to IT support. Your hard work and professionalism ensure that every moment ran smoothly. You are the backbone for this event, and we thank you sincerely. Give applause to them. And also credit to all the sponsors. Without you guys, we cannot make this event happen. And of course to the fans, the heartbeat of esports. Whether you join us in this arena or online, your passion, your energy, and love for the game brought this event live. Without you, none of the world have meanings. Please keep this momentum, keep these spirits to the next SEA Games in Bangkok and M7 next year in Jakarta. To all the athletes, coaches, you guys are doing an amazing job, and we trust on you. Because of you, Malaysia knowing as the monster esports in the world. So we're giving clap to all our athletes, their dedications, their performance. And I hope that we will defend our champion, inshallah. Okay, for the last word, saya cakap Malaysia, anda semua cakap boleh. Okay? Malaysia? 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 Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And now, we would like to welcome Mr. Vlad Marinescu, President of the International Esports Federation, to deliver his keynote address.
Your Excellency, Deputy Prime Minister, thank you for your presence here with the esports family this evening. Dear esports family, athletes, friends, I'll go step by step for everybody. I want to say it's a great honor to finally unite ourselves here in Malaysia. 96 countries fought in the competition to arrive here. The best 28 teams of the world, with big thanks to the Malaysian Esports Federation, President, board members, and the government, are competing on stage in front of you and also online for everyone to enjoy. More than 300 delegates are here. Can you imagine in this beautiful country, speaking to the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sport earlier, who I thank very much for his special attention, there are 17 million active gamers. We are not only a community, we are a family and a very big family, a young family that's dynamic, that has culture and unity, and together we will light up the world. Having here more than 300 delegates, I would like to thank, of course, all the new board members for their hard work to become elected. I know we have from Malaysia a board member, Afik, who now has joined us, because together we have a big job. We have a big responsibility. The responsibility is to nurture and educate and love and support and unite the billions of gamers around the world in this activity that we so enjoy, this activity that unites us and builds bridges of peace, traditions, and culture. I can tell you that the IESF is like a phoenix, and we are going to rise up and light the world, sending a message of peace. I want to thank our Malaysian hosts for organizing this beautiful event, for bringing us together and allowing us to enjoy the performances. And somehow we're going to see a grand final with two very serious teams. I wish them the best of luck. I thank, of course, all the athletes. I wish them luck, and our team, our staff, led by our, of course, General Secretary Boban Totovsky, and all of the administration for working hand in hand with the Malaysian organizing committee, the sponsors, and the media to generate tens of millions of views on all of the content showing this beautiful country to the world. We are united, we are one family. I'm happy to be back, and I'm sure that the entire world, not just of sport, will understand that our community is not together only by chance. We are together with purpose, we are strong, and we're ready to achieve what we have set out, and that is to make the world a better place. Good luck for the finals. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Mr. Vlad Marinescu. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to welcome Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, for his speech.
I'll be quick. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good night, very good evening. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Dr. Zahid Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, Mr. Vlad Marinescu, newly elected President of International Esports Federation, Muhammad Naim, President of Malaysian Esports Federation, Ahmed Faris, the CEO of Impact Integrated, representing ESI, members of International Esports Federation Board, presidents and representatives of national federations, our official partners, and everyone here today. Tonight, we gather for a moment that will be remembered not only by this community, but by the global esports family. It is an honor for Malaysia to host the World Esports Championship MLBB Grand Final 2025, bringing the world's finest athletes together on one stage, united by competition, passion, and excellence. And over the past days, we have witnessed gameplay that was nothing short of world-class precision, strategy, resilience, and teamwork that reflect years of discipline and pure dedication. So, to all participating nations, thank you for trusting Malaysia. And your presence affirms that esports is a global language and one that crosses borders, cultures, and beliefs. I would like to take this opportunity to express my profound gratitude to the International Esports Federation for its continuous support in strengthening and advancing the global esports ecosystem, including here in Malaysia. And a special appreciation goes to His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Bandar, the former president of IESF, for his unwavering dedication and hard work. I deeply admire and appreciate his outstanding achievements and visionary leadership throughout his tenure within the Federation. And congratulations, Mr. Vlad Marinescu, for his appointment as the new president of IESF. Welcome back. And I am confident that under his leadership, the Federation will continue to grow, innovate, and elevate the global esports landscape to even greater heights. And of course, to Mr. Boban Tatovsky, General Secretary of IESF, our deepest appreciation for your recognition of Malaysia as the best host for the World Esports Championship MLBB. Thank you so much. To all the athletes, champions or otherwise, each of you has carried the true meaning of sportsmanship. You inspired millions of young people out there, and you proved that talent means little without the heart, and victory means nothing without respect. And this championship is more than a tournament. It is a milestone for Malaysia's growing digital sports ecosystem. And esports today stands at the intersection of technology, creativity, and innovation. It opened doors for the young people, new careers, new industry, and new global opportunities. And at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, we remain committed to supporting this ecosystem, from the grassroots to the professional level, from the infrastructure to international partnerships. And Malaysia is ready to position ourselves as a regional leader and as a home for the world-class esports events like this. My sincere appreciation goes to Malaysian Esports Federation for the forefront effort alongside IESF, the technical teams, volunteers, production crews, and everyone working behind the scenes to make this championship extraordinary. And to the sponsors and partners, thank you for standing with us. Your support ensures the continuous growth of esports as an industry and as a global community. Malaysia is proud of many things: our diversity, our warmth, and of course our food. And I hope the international guests had the chance to enjoy a little of Kuala Lumpur and perhaps a taste of nasi lemak, satay, or roti canai along the way. And as we close this remarkable chapter, let us continue upholding fair play, respect, and international friendship. And now, with a great honor, I hereby declare the World Esports Championship MLBB Grand Final 2025 officially closed. And to both teams, play with your heart, unity, and true spirits of sportsmanship. May the best team rise tonight. Thank you, and wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Tuan Adam Adli bin Abdul Halim, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Malaysia. It is now with great honor to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, to deliver his keynote speech.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening. Wabi Adam Adli, Mr. Wat, Mary Nustal. Big hand to him, the new president. Saudara Naim, our president of Malaysia Esports Federation. Saudara Faris Amis, CEO, Impact Integrated. Big hand also to all participants from 19 countries. All esports fans from Malaysia. We have heard 3 speeches just now. I think everybody would like to watch the grand finale. Let us continue to inspire one another, united all of us, unite all of us here, unite the global esports family and take this game to the next level. To the finalists, this is it. Your moment, your arena, your legacy, give it everything. Play with heart. Rise like champions. And to the fan, Malaysia, are you ready? Let's make this final the most unforgettable in MLBB history. We have heard 3 speeches before. With that, I hereby officially close the World Esports Championship, MLBB 2025. Thank you.
Amat Berhormat to kindly the plaque of appreciation. And now I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Naim Al Amin to present the appreciation plaque to Yang Amat Berhormat Deputy Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we witness this exchange. Thank you very much, Yang Amat Berhormat, Deputy Prime Minister, and to all of our VVIPs. You may now take your seats. And now we shall move with the next agenda tonight, where we begin with our sponsorship award ceremony. May we invite the award recipients and presenters to the stage. For the first award, Best Roamer, awarded by Razor. And the Best Roamer Award goes to Boxy from Team Cambodia. And for the next award, the Best EXP Laner, awarded by CK Music. And the Best EXP Laner goes to Momo from Team Malaysia. And for the next award, Best Mid Laner, presented by Monster Energy. The Best Mid Laner goes to OP from Team Cambodia. And now, the next award is the Best Gold Laner, presented by Solos Merchandise. And the Best Gold Laner goes to Lolial from Team Malaysia. The next award is the Best Jungler, presented by IQ. And the best jungler goes to TNZ from Team Turkey. And now, a team wouldn't be complete without a coach. For the Best Coach Award, that is presented by Red One Mobile. The Best Coach Award goes to Coach Arcadia from Malaysia. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the IESF World Esports Championship 2025 closing ceremony. Thank you all so much for your presence and your support. The grand finals will begin in a while. Will Team Malaysia be able to clinch their back-to-back championship, or will we be witnessing a new champion emerge tonight? Good luck to both the teams competing in the grand finale of the World Esports Championship 2025.
Thank you very much, Rose. And ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Months of training, months of preparation, countless battles, and now only 2 nations remain, and 1 more best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the grand finals of the World Esports Championship.
We shrunk from 96
I
countries.
pushed that one, but hey, it's okay.
I mean, we shrunk from 96 countries to just the final 2. Malaysia versus Cambodia, and Cambodia have already made history, finishing in the grand final spot, podium guaranteed, minimum 2nd place. But for Malaysia, we have a chance to go for a back-to-back.
Yeah, and this is insane because this Malaysian squad, there were doubts. You know, a lot of conversation has been going on for months. A lot of opinions have been clipped here and there, shared all over social media. And as of right now, they have been undefeated. Not even 1 game. Like, it is amazing to watch. And I do wonder, how far can these grand finals really go? Because we did have a bronze match and it went all the way.
Yeah, we had both teams, in fact, have been undefeated so far in the WEC. Clean runs through the group stage, clean runs through the quarters and semis. But one record will be tarnished by the end of this. It's a bit of a dark spot. There has to be a winner by the end of every competition. And I'm pretty sure that the fans of both countries are looking for their team to lift the trophy.
And now we gotta look back at what has happened throughout these 2 days in the playoff, where both Malaysia as well as Cambodia, like you said, has had a flawless run. Cambodia went up against Kazakhstan and won a 2-0, went up against Turkey and won 2-0 as well. The same as Malaysia went up against Mongolia and Indonesia and was able to defeat them at 2-0. And now this is the final best of 5.
Now, 1 best of 5, probably the final 2 to 3 hours here at the arena before someone gets to step on the podium as the winner. Again, history is in the making with every single second. We've seen both teams shown some great composure, and even some of them winning the award for the best role, right?
Yeah.
In their new RP getting his.
Honestly, Boxy deserves it because he's a roam chode as solo lord,
Yeah,
so you know.
Yeah, he's solo lord, right? We got Lo Liao and Momo from the side of Team Malaysia. All of this for the grand share of the champion prize pool. Winner tonight walks away with $32.5 thousand, and second place will walk away with $19.5.
And we did see Team Turkey already securing the 13.5. And I gotta say, looking at all the players here gathered watching for this grand final as well, the prize pool is great, it's amazing, but it really is the pride of the country, the pride of the nation, the pride of the players, because everyone coming here is not representing their club, it's representing their country.
Yeah, and it's definitely an honor, right, to be the host country of WEC. And it comes at a year where we are the reigning champions, the defending throne holders. And now we have a very good chance of securing that, especially when we looked at the semifinals earlier today. A 2-0 over Team Indonesia really solidifies the confidence that a lot of people have in the team already. And if there were doubters out there, doubters have been proven wrong.
And I gotta say, the World Esports Championship is looking amazing here when we're live from Kuala Lumpur because of the amazing friends and partners that we have, because this global event is proudly organized by IESF, MESF, and ESI as our strategic partner, and of course, generously supported by KBS, Raka Muda, Raka Digital, and our official partners, Red One, IQ, Solos Merch, Monster Energy, CK Music, and of course, our official chair partner, Razer. And let me just say, I did not thought the one representing Solos Merch would be Poji.
Yeah,
shout out to Poji, man.
Shout out to Poji, one of our great friends, and also giving us, some good interactions between them and the Cambodians as well. You know, Poji can speak their language. Yeah, so very cool guy, loving the bits, and he has been here actually, I think, for the entire weekend, supporting Team Malaysia.
And now we got to talk about the dynamics of what's gonna happen here. Team Malaysia so far, I believe, with all the games that have been played, they really haven't shown much. They've shown basically just one or two styles. Cambodia has done much more, but definitely, one of the pocket picks is gonna be that Cho Roam Damage.
Yeah, Cho has been quite a popular pick for Boxy, but Yums also plays a mean Cho, so I wonder if it would be a challenge post later on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be inviting both Cambodia as well as Malaysia onto the stage to start the grand finals.
Two teams, each carrying the weight of their journey. Each step, each victory, each sacrifice has led them here. The clash for glory, they fight for pride. One side seeks domination, the other seeks redemption. Different colors, different stories. Only one will stand as champion. This is WEC25 Grand Finals.
Armed with confidence and ferocity of the Khmers, they heed the call of destiny to challenge the throne and conquer the world. They are the storm, they are the thunder, they are the forces of nature. Ladies and gentlemen, tremble beneath the war cries of Team Cambodia!
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, mempersembahkan the defending champions of WEC. They are formed from multiple teams. They have combined their strength to show the world the pride, the glory, the strength of Team Malaysia! And now with both teams on stage, we would like to invite for a fist bump between Malaysia and Cambodia to start the grand finals.
The last best of 5 before a trophy lift. One looking for domination and total conquer of the world. And one looking to stake their name on the Everest of history. Malaysia, with the crowd behind them, definitely have the upper hand, but Cambodia has proven us wrong time and time again. Ladies and gentlemen, from Team Malaysia, Momo, Sakai, Stormy, Loliao, and Yums.
And definitely one of the highlights here is we got to talk about the best role winners, Loliao as well as Momo, really standing out here. Like, you need a special stat for Loliao.
Yeah.
How many solo kills has he had on that gold lane?
And we have been setting this up for the entire weekend as well. We said that the side laners of Team Malaysia has been impeccable this entire tournament. They've had so many highlight reels, so many montages of their own individual brilliance, and to get that award is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, and say no Momo, or
Momo
don't
never say no.
Momo never say no. Whatever the coach says, he goes. But now this is for Team Cambodia, Wadu, Detective, Opie, Zing, as well as Boxy, and also they are the best role award winners, Boxy as well as Opie. But I gotta talk a lot about Boxy here, man. He's been absolutely amazing. Doesn't matter if it's like a traditional tank, catchers like the Kalia, and at this point, basically an assassin like the Cho.
Yeah, so far, there are very few teams who are willing to keep putting on fights time and time again. We keep highlighting Team Indonesia before today that they are the ones that like to push the envelope. But Cambodia, they also like control chaos. They like to create environments where if the opponents feel uncomfortable, but they know how to kind of maneuver around the chess pieces. And let's see if this is going to break the composure of Team Malaysia, because I gotta say, they have not been rocked just yet.
Can I just take this moment, Husky, and to say it has been a surreal experience after days. We will get to see between Cambodia and Malaysia, who are the world champions.
Yeah, world champions for
World
sure.
champions, man.
I think it's an honor and a glory that you cannot take away, no matter what anyone out there says.
Exactly. No matter who ever says it.
Best in the world.
Best in the world.
2 years in a row, by the way. There's a chance.
Yep. Because World Esports Championships. Yeah. Such an amazing feeling. It's nice that we're a part of it. And at this point, I'm also looking forward to see what happens in the next World Esports Championships.
Yeah, I mean, this roster, or at least a big part of this Malaysian roster, has been built from the ground up, right? We've experienced veterans, but when they first started coming together, there were definitely questions, but it came at a time that 2023, that history was made from that point onwards. I would say that it's always a pleasure to see Team Malaysia go up against Team Cambodia, because this rivalry extends beyond WEC.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the Cambodians are out for vengeance, because we have stopped them a couple of times on the international stage.
I mean, that's just the journey of going to the top, right?
Yep.
For you to get there, you gotta make a lot of rivals, a lot of friends, a lot of enemies, and this roster has been through the ringer and has made some names for themselves, where everyone at this point wants to challenge them and prove that, hey, no, we're better.
Yeah, the Tigers of Malaysia against the Sharks of Cambodia, it is definitely something that I think we will study in history down the road, at least when it comes to MLBB. Again, I personally feel like Boxy against Yums is my matchup to watch, just because of I think how flexible Cambodia are with their draft, especially they are the only team so far, or the few teams that has actively picked the Cho, but not only that, pick the Cho and put that hero in go and roll, and even first pick it in the draft.
We gotta see if they're gonna make any adjustments going up against Team Malaysia here, because I feel like they probably have noted, especially when it comes to the mid trio, right?
Yes.
Sakai has looked amazing on all three main junglers, the Yusin Shin, the Lancelot, as well as the Hayabusa. And honestly, Yums, as a roamer, people don't always talk about the roamer so much, but dude, Yums have been like pressuring, have been stopping the opponent. Still remembering the 5-man invade coming in from Mongolia with one unbreakable taunting 4 people. Without that, Malaysia might actually lost that first game.
Yeah, and that's what makes him sort of the guardian of Malaysia, right? He is the unbreakable shield. And then you're up against someone that is so active, like Boxy, someone so fearless, so opportunistic. It comes down to that reflexes. Who is going to be the one that has that eye for opportunity to get that opening for the team? A lot of times, you look back at Malaysia's gameplay, there really isn't anything that you can nitpick and fault, aside from the fact that sometimes they have too much fun, but having fun is a pretty good thing.
Yeah, it's good, you know. Fun is great. I recommend as many people to have fun while you can.
Yes.
As you get older, it's a bit difficult. But either ways, we got to talk about jungle as well, because Detective is, I would say at this point, like, it might be his second year of his career, being in multiple international tournaments. Going up against Sakai's is going to be quite difficult, and we've seen a lot of assassin battles. I still remember the most hype one where it was with Dominican Republic, the Eastern Shin Fanny. That was the most enemy-esque battle that we've seen in WEC, and we saw earlier as well, TNZ getting a savage on that Haya. This jungle matchup is definitely going to be one to watch.
It's also worth mentioning that earlier on when Cambodia beat Turkiyye in the semifinals, during the winners interview, we found out that some of these players have not been in an international grand finals up till today. So it is quite a precious moment for the Cambodians. Regardless of the result, the support has been amazing through and throughout. The Cambodian spirit keeps on burning regardless of the circumstances. And this is where experience does play a part, right? We talk to the Malaysian players so many times, and to them, feels like another day in the office. You know, it's a normal day for them. They are used to the pressure. But what about the team Cambodia?
I think they have to feel the same way, because I feel like for different teams, it's going to be a different environment. And I feel like for Malaysia, if they feel like it's just another day, that's when they are at their strongest. They need a little bit of pressure to know that this is a real game, but at the same time, it cannot be too much. They cannot be, basically they still have to have fun, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like for Cambodia, it might be the same, because sometimes when you take the grand finals too seriously, you start to be too scared to make a play, because you want to be super, disciplined. You don't want to overextend. You want to look good. You want to have great KDA. So as stressful as it can be to fight in the grand finals, they got to find that fine line to be able to relax.
Yeah, we see like examples of that even earlier in the bronze match between Team Indonesia and Team Turkiyye. The game 2 was a bit of that. We're trying to find our groove and kind of restore that momentum. Though, at least for Team Cambodia, they have been nothing but sweethearts. I think even in the women division, right, they were such a powerhouse through and throughout. On that stage alone, if there's anything that can be a takeaway, and there's anything I wish for, I want that full series blinder. I think that's what the teams deserve, and also what the audience deserve.
I feel like both teams want that as well, because as great as it is as fans to see Team Malaysia basically winning every single game, they themselves, like, we know, like, as players, right, playing MLBB, you win, you feel great, but at one point you're like, I want a little bit more. I want to really earn it.
Yeah, I want the challenge, right? It's very fun when I feel challenged. And
I'm meant to be challenged.
That's all the players, they are made to be challenged. So we are on literally the last lap of WEC, and one question has been a constant the whole time.
Is Arcadia Malaysian?
That is one. I think he is officially a Malaysian.
At this point, yeah.
But not only that, Cambodia is the last team they will face. Can Cambodia push the draft of Arcadia? That's what I want to know. Because we've been looking for that answer for the past 4 days, and we haven't really found one just yet. Team Malaysia still gets comfort through and throughout. Let's see if Team Cambodia can cross that line, right? Push the buttons a little bit, you know, get the variety out from Team Malaysia.
See, that's the question, because with that, we got to talk about the bans. And Team Indonesia has tried to ban out the mid trio, right? They banned out Kimi, Grok, Eason Shin. And that game, they got Hilda, Jushin, Lancelot. Different heroes, but at the same time, kind of do the same thing, right? Jushin, Kimi apply pressure, and it's constant pressure. Hilda, as well as Gatot or Grok or whatever, your front line, opening up the map, charging into your opponents. Lancelot, Haya, Yisun Shin, you're there to look cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, depends on who you're asking.
I mean, like if you steal the buff and no one notices you, that's kind of cool. It's like a Hanzo without using Hanzo, and both are ninjas, by the way.
And both are ninjas here. Yeah. Now that they mention it, do you think they'll pull that trick again? Level 1 buff with Nate?
No way.
You say no way, but I have.
Okay. If they do, it's game 3 or 4.
Game 3 or 4?
Wait. What game is the most unlikely for it to
Game
happen?
5. Oh, unlikely.
Most unlikely.
Game 2.
Because it only happens when you're in your head. You're like, there's no way it's gonna steal it away, right?
Do we game 5? If we go game 5.
Yeah. Because I think the most unpredictable one will be game 3. Especially if it's like 1-1.
Okay. I was about to ask the question regarding the score. Like, what score are we talking about, right? 2-0 or 1-1?
Plus, I think he will do it if they have a Grok. Grok
or Gatot?
I feel like specifically Grok, because Grok, the opponents can be a bit afraid of a level 2 Grok plus a Farsa or Eva or Kimi. Like,
that's true.
Grok plus either of these oppressive mid laners, then the opponents will be like, okay, we're not going to challenge that.
I guess you're also worried about losing your way because the Grok is going to disrupt the equilibrium, right? That's one way to do it.
So I feel like the Grok is one of those key pieces for that strategy to really work out.
Yeah. Some of our very passionate fans in the crowd. Is it going to be a trio? He says absolutely. I don't know.
Wait, you heard that?
No. No, someone was holding up his phone.
I was looking at my script, my bad.
Yeah, actually I said that yesterday too. It's on social media somewhere.
Oh, so it's not...
No. I won 5, okay? I won 5, right?
It's been a long day, all right?
Just saying.
All right.
I won 5.
You want 5. Hey, the last time you asked for it, you got it.
Yeah, I was joking and I got it. So I'm not sure if I want to be serious about it.
Yeah, the thing about you, I can never tell. I don't know if you're serious about it.
I don't know. That's why I've been saying that things are going too smoothly and I'm comfortable about things going smoothly.
Looking at the Cambodian players now, looks like everyone is getting ready, making sure that every equipment on stage works well, the phones, the headsets, and everything. But we should be starting very, very soon here. In fact, we're going to be looking at the maps, and it's going to be dangerous grass. It is pretty much the map of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Malaysia, we have a lot of forests.
We have a lot of...
and trees and etc.
A lot of flora.
A lot of flora.
Yeah, we have so many dangerous grass today. I mean, even in the previous series, we got 4 out of 5 maps being dangerous grass. So this is the 5th dangerous grass that we are seeing. I think the picks probably will be the same. We have sort of gone through the list, you know. Your main roamer, Grok, Hylos, Hilda.
Gotta be careful because looking at here, Malaysia has picked Hilda and Jushin quite a bit on dangerous grass.
Yep. I want to look at the Boxy show. Let's see. There's Baxia and Fanny banned out first. Cambodia will have first pick advantage. And that's a possibility there, right? Will you take the chance for the show opener? We'll see. Gatot, Gacha being the second ban.
So for Cambodia, batting out Sky's hero as well as Yum's hero, and Malaysia, they do like to ban out those front lines. So Baxia is taken away, making sure that the detective doesn't get that. I wonder if they want to ban out the Grok as well. And I feel like they've banned out the... okay, so they do ban out the Grok.
All right. So we've seen at least the interaction between Indonesia and Turkiyye in the bronze match is that they leave a lot of the junglers open, but for Cambodia, they're showing a lot of respect to Sekais by banning out the Yisun Sin, who Sekais have been crushing it on these heroes. And it also enables that double fighter lineup possibility. Kimmy is still in the pool, so that's another hero to consider for both teams. And speaking of the Kalei actually get banned now, so Kimmy left open.
And both assassins, Hayabusa as well as Lancelot is open. It looks like Lancelot will be the first pick for detective here. Malaysia immediately pick up the Cho as well as the Kimmy. You can hear the crowd reaction. They're like, okay, taking the Cho away.
What did we say about the Cho pick, right? Like, we asked if Yums is going to challenge that, and absolutely. And that's the highest level of respect you can give to an opponent, right?
No. What if it's not Yums?
What if it's Loliel?
Loliel has used it.
He has used it. In fact, both teams have ran it before.
Yep.
Still a pretty much an open book. And it doesn't take away any possibility that something like a Hilda might come out. A lot of fighters are still available. Lapu, Esmeralda, still up on the table. CC as well. The Yuzong is also available. So Cambodia's spoiled for choices.
So it looks like they do pick up the Eve as well as the Hilda. And honestly, these are picks that Malaysia has been piloting for quite a bit. In fact, you would see like Malaysia using Cambodia style, Cambodia using Malaysia style. Quite a good way for us to open up the three first picks of both teams.
To a certain degree, it's sort of like both countries are cut from the same cloth, right? In very specific, I think, facets, and the drafting styles and the play styles can sort of be interchanged every now and then. It does leave the question of the jungler. The Hayabusa seems to be the most direct choice for Malaysia, unless they have other things in mind. We've seen Fredrin 4th and 5th for Turkiyye earlier on.
Okay, it looks like they will be securing the Hayabusa here. And this is already pretty interesting because you did say, can Cambodia really push Malaysia? And it's just one pick, but this is like one of the more different styles that Malaysia is opening up with. Now, we got to talk about the upcoming bans here. The Hilda can still be flexed, but I feel like it is a pretty safe bet to ban out like Lapu as well as Yuzong or Esmeralda. Either way, I think it's a good idea for you to ban out certain divers.
Yeah. Another way to sort of manipulate the draft is you take out heroes to force a flex pick on your opponent's side to go into a certain role. And by doing that, you not only secure yourselves a better and even winning matchup, but you're also giving the opponents the headache of how do I compensate for that. So they do ban out the Ruby, which is a very good step already. The Esmeralda, like we mentioned earlier on, banned out by Cambodia. So the fighters are the next priority on the list.
I wonder what Malaysia wants for Momo here. Because I feel like if the Lapu is open, I think they'll just pick it up because he has been performing on it quite well. Looking at this, the CC is still open.
Yep.
I don't know if Malaysia wants to consider that, but it does look pretty good.
Lapu, Yuzong, Arlot, still up there. We've seen Nolia with the export. And remember, when you have a Kimi or a YSS on the team, double fighters become viable. And that's the good thing, I think, about how Team Malaysia has been drafting through and throughout. You always open the possibility of a double fighter lineup. They actually go for the Granger ban, so making sure that there's no executor from the side of Cambodia in case their lineup cannot really hold the front or fight too long. Then the Granger doesn't become an issue.
I feel like for Cambodia, it's pretty safe for you to ban like a Yuzong, because I feel like the Yuzong can disrupt them for a little bit, but if you just want to ban on comfort, the Lapu makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
They ban the CC instead, yeah.
I guess it also opens up room for them to kind of move the pieces of the Hilda around, right? If they want the Yuzong, they could go for it too. For Team Malaysia, let's see if I think no matter what fighters they pick, except for Yuzong, it wouldn't really reveal too much what the idea was, right? What the idea is for the final form of this lineup. Hey, for all we know, it could be a choke goal, which you proposed earlier on. The Lapu does go through.
No, I really feel like Malaysia is holding on to this because they are really considering, and I feel like Loliel is comfortable because, again, he has been basically solo killing everyone in gold, and I feel like he has that kill pressure with the Cho as well. So I really feel Loliel is asking, let me see the entire matchup. If I need to, I will. If I know like an X-Borg is gonna win me this lane, give me that X-Borg.
Yeah, I mean, what better hero to play as a solo killer than a Cho, right? One of the flashier solo kill heroes. It's always fun to see some good footwork there. A roundhouse kick, you know, 1 or 2 times in a single fight. Cambodia will have to show all of their cards here. See, they stick with the traditional marksman. We did talk about the Bruno before, and it does come out. The Fove is also a very good answer to the Cho, no matter where the Cho goes.
Yeah. So this is already pretty interesting. So Malaysia has seen this Bruno.
What about Glue here?
No, honestly, even if they still pick up the export, it's gonna be quite good.
Yep.
Like Bruno as well as Eve can burst it out, but I kind of feel like that's the job of the Lapu Lapu, right?
Yep. I
So,
mean,
yeah.
X-Borg, if you want to go further, the Glue is one as well. You want to
Yeah,
take the direct matchup into the Phobias.
But if the Cho goes gold, then they need a roamer here.
Yes.
And I honestly like a high loss would be okay, because then the Phobias is going to get countered so hard.
But the Eve would become a bit of a problem. Yeah, because you're putting the high lows in basically right in the midst of the battlefield, so
I guess it's probably better just to put Cho in the roam here.
that's what I'm thinking.
And then give something else in the gold lane.
I mean, heck, Yung's Matilda has also been a relic that we haven't seen in quite a while.
In general, we haven't seen quite a lot of Enchanter roamers here.
No.
Yeah, looks like they're really thinking about this. But so far, Cambodia, their draft has been looking pretty good. Pretty solid front lines in general. And Malaysia, they don't really have a what was the word again? A shredder. They don't have a shredder. Quite a lot of damage, but not really shredder type until the Kimi gets the Demon Hunter sword. After that, sure, the front lines will start to melt a little bit. But if they want to melt them out quite fast, or at least in the early game, they are probably looking at something like an X-Borg.
Yeah. The X-Borg, again...
I mean, like, there's a reason why they banned out the CC, right? They really don't want the shredders.
Yeah. X-Borg could be the next answer. Can create ample pressure against a Phobias. Big dive as well. And you feel discouraged to sort of walk towards him. And it's even worse if he pulls you back with fire stakes.
More importantly, it's amazing in turtle and lord fights. Like that's the thing about Malaysia. They like to fight for these objectives, and X-Borg is amazing. Because the more you want to leash it away, the more the X-Borg will gain value.
Yes, I will say that we have seen some goal lane matchup where the X-Borg just flat out wins because the goal laners aren't good at trading, right? Like Claude, for example, Obsidia is pretty horrible into that, but Bruno.
It's pretty good.
It's not that bad, right?
Yeah.
All you need is a Heart's Claw, but even prior to that, getting a passive online and being able to start threatening the Farragut armor is going to kind of make that deter that X-Borg from going too aggressive. And well, I want to say but the Hilda in the roam role, so you could bring the Hilda to really pressure this X-Borg's resource in the early game to force him back, but that's assuming that they get the X-Borg from Malaysia.
I mean, like, again, like, I know you say that Eve does counter the high loss, but at the same time, it is going to be quite okay to deal with the Hilda. If the Hilda comes in, you slow her down, and then the Kimi just stops them with the Starlium, and then just keeps on hitting and hitting and hitting, and hopefully they basically control the game by 5,000 to 6,000 gold, that the Eve doesn't hurt the high loss too much, and if she does, by that time, Loliel already has 3 items, so he can start dealing with the Eve.
I think that's a good time to play a fun mini game. Guess the last pick, right? We'll do it like Squid Game style. Whoever guesses it wrong, you're eliminated. Don't worry, the ground will open if underneath you. You won't fall down, but you are just eliminated. We have limited technical capabilities to, you know.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year?
Maybe next year.
You guessed it wrong. Please leave the arena. No, we're not that ruthless.
Yeah, in my head, it is between... what's that? Oh, that's Rose.
Yeah, that's Rose, yes.
Okay. It's between... Jaga kaki tu elok. It's between the X-Borg and the high loss for me. Other than that, like, I'm trying to... Is there a roamer that I'm not thinking of?
I mean, I must say... Padang Khalid now. Probably not.
Yeah.
Hylos is the best pick. I see the smirk on Yum's face. I have a feeling he's gonna play Cho.
No, it's just because we don't see them changing so much, so it does become weird. Like, what other options would they really want? Because if he smiles, it could be a Florian for all we know, right?
That's
he's
what
done
helped
that
us
before.
last time. Yeah. That's what helped us last time. To be the first enchanter support to be picked here. If there's one role you want to add, what role would it be? Like one
role I would add?
Because I gotta rephrase. If you get to add a new hero into the game, right? What role would you want that hero to be?
Support. And I want
tank or enchanter?
Enchanter, because I want some like I don't know if it's called like a bard or something, but basically music based where you instead of heal, you buff and give shields.
Yeah,
so something like between a Matilda and a Lolita.
A Matilda and yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, a Bard.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it. It's like a.
Yeah, because I'm not too familiar with the term.
Yeah. You're correct. Specializes in buffs more than healing and all.
Because we've had buff items before.
We have.
That has been removed. And even the encourage boots is going to get changed a little bit for instead of giving damage, it's going to give defense. So basically, I want this kind of support to be worked in a siege composition where tank jungle and EXP, that's a front line, and you're just making it so that your marksman, your mage just deals ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
Because I am done with supports keeping everyone alive. I want supports that make someone die.
Most of them are tank supports. Yeah, so it's just a very fine line. I get it. But of course, we thank everyone for their patience. As you can see on screen, on cam just now, we're sorting out some, making sure that everything is going smooth. I think Team Cambodia ready to hop back in action. There we go. Timer ticks. And now we get to review who is going to be the choice for Team Malaysia. I'm with you on the export pick.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one that's the safest. That's the one that they have the most practice with.
Yes.
Is there any other...
I don't know, Obsidia?
Harif might be a bit difficult with the phobias, but maybe they can try it out.
I mean, Lunox is another one. But
oh yeah.
Light me up,
But yeah, export.
Yep.
Yeah. We waited for a while, but we were correct for a while. We just had to make sure that it's locked in.
Yeah, we nothing is certain until the very end. Of course,
and
spirits are high.
And then I want to shout out, it's like, Guinevere Gold.
No.
We've seen that once.
Shout out to Siggy Boom, my man. There is some good references being thrown around. I mean, the crowd is fired up.
And right now, I just want to give them the space. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the start of the grand finals between Malaysia and Cambodia. This is where they start to see who will be the world's best.
Cambodia have a chance to snatch that throne away, and Malaysia has a chance to defend it for 2 years in a row. Either way, history will be made. Tuan tuan dan puan puan, let us commence the grand finals of WEC25 right here in Kuala Lumpur between Team Malaysia and Team Cambodia.
So right now we can see that there's no shenanigans here, Husky. Everyone is starting on their own side of the map. In fact, both are going for a purple buff start. So we gotta see whether they will contest the Litho or not. Considering that the Kimi is there, I'm guessing Team Malaysia really want that. Speaking of which, Boxy has already taken quite a bit of damage from Humes as well as Stormy, and Loliel already trading quite a bit against Zing.
Look at where the Hayabusa is. Willingly will give up this Litho. They still got it. That's a +1, and Shing might be in danger because the Hayabusa is around there, but they're not going to go for any shenanigans. Loliel doing his usual best. Taking out his Faraga armor might not be the best choice because it increases the range of the fire missiles, as Humes will be able to back off. Thorn rolls not enough damage there from the side of Cambodia. Boxy will go on the chase. Humes gonna look to get away with the Shunt Poke. Flickering from Boxy. First blood for Team Cambodia. And Boxy receives the help of Oppie. Stormy will be there to help Sakai. They get a trade.
That was very risky. Don't know if it's worth it. Oppie taking quite a bit of damage from Stormy as well. Sakai flickers on Stormy. Flickers as well. Gets a kill onto Oppie.
A bit of an overextension. Cambodia fixated on the first blood, ends up giving 2 away. And not to mention to the cores of Team Malaysia as well. Jing also having quite a tough time because Loliel in the gold lane getting burned down. Good stun, a sliding tackle from Jing to take care of the Faraga armor, but Loliel will be safe. And Detective comes through, forces out the flicker. Detective does have the puncture to work with, and it's dangerous territory for Loliel, but Detective is gone.
And this is making Sakai's job easy because the goalie can handle by himself. Sakai is taking a bit of damage, and Detective steals the turtle away.
They get the RWM, will use to flicker away, but Wadu catches him. Yum still disengages. Momo will be forced to flicker too. The aggression from Cambodia. This is what we expect from them, and they're off to a good start.
The Thorn Rolls deals a lot of damage alongside with the Retribution. But Team Malaysia making sure that they don't get taken down for free. Both side laners, Momo as well as Leo, is able to survive. But Cambodia, man, they're not shy to a fight.
And that's a challenge that Team Malaysia has been itching for. A true test of skills and wits on that stage. And coincidentally enough, this is probably also the most tame start that we have for Team Malaysia. You know, no 2K goal lead, 2 minutes in. You gotta behave a bit more because Cambodia are willing to take on the fight. Stormy flies away. Here comes Jum. No out just yet. He's gonna eat all of the punishment. Wadu with the collection. Sakai's into the shadow kill. Boxy disperses it over to Oppie and Wadu. Sakai finds nothing.
That was good movements coming in from Cambodia, making sure that not only do they share the damage of the OG shadow kill, but actually disconnects it from the lowest member. Zing now, having the Hasclaw, will have a much better time going up against this X-Borg. Speaking of which, right now Momo gets pulled in by Wadu.
And taking dangerous damage. A critical state will have to take a recall. And Boxy will make sure that if Momo doesn't back off, there is a kill angle. They try to turn on the Boxy. Sakai to the shadow stuck onto him. They're ready to go for the fight. A kick, Sakai's not gonna commit too much. Stormy is there to pick it up and Sakai ends up collecting it anyways. Wadu and Oppie now try to turn it around. Sakai ends up going down. Cambodia fights back.
Wadu and Oppie waiting for the cooldowns from the Hayabusa to get taken down. Now Momo does have that War Axe. Look at Detective clearing up the mid, so now they're marching towards the turtle. Looks like Cambodia will have a pretty good shot of getting this as well.
Momo will take on the fight in the top lane solo against the Phobias. Detective forced away from the turtle, at least for now. Wadu's passive is back up, turns back in, wastes out Momo's bravest fighter, and able to walk away.
Boxy getting targeted, gets kicked, and will get taken down by Yums, and the OK Shadow Kill being used. Oppie's still alive, Momo is there, creating damage. Stormy is dangerously low. Detective is on the hunt, goes for Momo. Momo flickers out.
Another 2 minutes without the important resources just as the turtle spawns, and 2 members of Team Malaysia having to take that recall. Momo will just heal up with the camp to make sure that he doesn't have to walk the long way. This could be our first big team fight here. Detective not shying away from a potential challenge. And some guys will have to wait in the shadows. Loliao is ready on the MU. Detective with the secure again. Faraga armor instantly blown up, and Loliao flicker to safety. Wadu chases him down. Phobias on the killing spree.
Yeah, right now the Phobias having 3 kills is looking pretty good. Cambodia is in the lead with 1,400 gold lead. Boxy is basically pushing Momo away, unable to get to the lane. Looks like Malaysia will have to concede that turret. But in the top lane, looks like Sakai is going to be clearing a Dominion. It looks like a pause has been asked from Team Cambodia.
Yeah, sounds like a call from Team Cambodia. A bit of a tempo breaker there. Slightly unfortunate, but gives us a bit more time to assess the situation so far. We have been looking for a challenge for Team Malaysia to see how you can stop some of that early game tempo plays. Even though it was a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Team Malaysia, we saw the clapback. And one of the ways to do it is to get laners that can go even. We talk about the Bruno being a decent option into the export. That one was achieved. The Phobias into Lapu Lapu as well, able to hold his own. And that eliminates that solo kill play from the side lanes of Team Malaysia.
I feel like the strategy going into this is already pretty good, which is Malaysia has been doing pretty well because they've been winning the 1v1. So make sure you get a hero that can either win you the 1v1 or make sure that you do not lose. And we see that where Zing on the Bruno, making sure that he's able to burst out that Firaga armor. And even though with the long range, it's still not close enough for you to actually get a kill onto the Bruno. And the rotation coming in from Detective, making sure that if Lolial does move forward, he will get the kill, giving full trust for Wadu to handle Momo on that Lapu, which, by the way, 3-0-0. Wadu's having an amazing game on that Phobias.
Yeah, and we did talk about how against an export requires someone else to front for him. He can't really do it alone. But if you can keep threatening his Faraga armor, then the effectiveness does go down. And in that earlier fight, Loliao can't really stay there for too long. You're eating RWMs, you're eating damage from this Phobias. And we saw how fast they dealt with the export. And even when you are on this Cho, sure, there are answers to it. Like you said, that Phobias is going to be a key problem that Team Malaysia has to solve.
Part of it is definitely for that Eve, and the Malaysian mid trio is able to win out a lot of mid lane battles that usually the mid laner is not really impacting the game that much, but OP as well as Boxy being the award winners here, are really showing up their stuff, making sure that they do not lose against Humes as well as Stormy, and able to apply that pressure onto Loliel, onto even Sakai's getting caught once or twice by Oppie at this point.
And it's also worth pointing out that actually this is the first time in the entire tournament that Team Malaysia has fallen behind in net worth and game pace. I think a lot of people are very used to seeing Malaysia being ahead, just, you know, making it look easy. This definitely isn't the case, and that's why Cambodia has been one of our toughest rivals in recent times.
So right now, we're still waiting on the issue being handled. Shoutouts to all the Marshal on stage, working hard, making sure that all the players get what they need to be able to perform. And now, speaking of performing, Cambodia, this is an amazing development that they're able to push Team Malaysia this hard. And in terms of scaling, they scale quite well. Even though Bruno is not known to be the strongest late game carry, but when it comes to burst damage, it's definitely there. And in the current form of the meta, burst is more forgiving because I feel like attack speed is easier for you to defend against.
He's a Faraga armor buster.
Yeah.
That's one way to
Let's
think
go,
it, right? Like most of the time, like crit marksmen aren't really a thing anymore because it takes quite a while to enable them, and the last viable one, being the Irithel, also has gone down the drain a little bit. But for Bruno, he's gonna reach a point where he shreds through you no matter what you have. And it becomes harder and harder to catch because of that sliding tackle, which has its cooldown reduced every time you catch your soccer ball back. And not to mention, his stun mechanic too. If you want to man-fight him man-to-man, he can actually outmaneuver you.
Yep.
And he has armor reduction with the Wardy.
Oh yeah, true. That would help out the Lancelot quite a lot, especially when he gets a full stack on the War Axe. So it's gonna be a lot of bursts coming in for this game. And shout out to everyone. Look at how many people we have here in the crowd watching Grand Finals, Malaysia going up against Cambodia. And so far, it has been a pretty good start to the game.
Can I just say, some of these crowd members have been here since the very start of the day. They've been here since the semifinals. They watched through every game, and it was a journey worth it, right? Even for the players, this is the true test. We talk a lot about, you know, getting long game days, war of attrition. They had a whole day.
Yes.
They had a whole day.
Malaysia opened up the day.
Yep.
And they're gonna close out the day, yeah. So it has been a pretty long day for everyone involved.
They might be no strangers to this, but it doesn't take away the fact that it's a challenge every single time we see them there.
Yep.
They have gone through the midnight shift before.
It's always those those untold stories, right?
Yes.
We just talk about the things that we see, you know, on the screen. Speaking of seeing on the screen, the trophy there waiting for the champions in both Cambodia as well as Malaysia. They're so close enough that they can hold it. And now we're jumping straight back into the game. And looks like Sakai was able to get the turret up top and some minions as well.
Having the trophy so close to you makes it even more heartbreaking when you're not the ones lifting it up. Stormy blowing one done. Mid laners have been hitting their timings. And even in terms of kill participation, both of them have 100%. The only difference being that Stormy has 1 kill, but Oppie has 1 death, but still, they've been contributing to these skirmishes through and throughout. Traction pulse on the Wadu, not enough to take him down.
But still, that is still quite a lot of damage coming in from Stormy. Once he does have that Demon Hunt Sword, it is going to be a bit of a problem. Hume's getting targeted by Boxy. Yeah. And now 4 members have been spotted out by Team Malaysia.
And that bush is pretty scary. Have to
it's
give
dangerous.
It is dangerous. Have to give a lot of respect, honestly, to Boxy on this Hilda. Taking up so much space, and it's a very good tracker to hunt down Humes and Sakai. Both side lane tier 1s have gone down for the side of Team Cambodia, whereas for Team Malaysia, the top lane 1 still stands.
This is where we're seeing... Wait, hold on. Humes is clearing the wave. Is this going to be a damage Joe? It is going to be a game where Humes will try to solo the lore. Hold on, Stormy gets caught there. Traction Pole saves him.
Almost soloed by Boxy. Stormy flickers away, and Lolia with the pickup. Detective with a good attempt. Now Yums now in a dangerous position. Spot out by Wadu. Good awareness there. Control of Turtle for Cambodia. RWM use RP will eat the shadow kill. Sakai, an easy pick up there in the mid lane.
He's the Sky Prince, but he's also nightmare for mid laners. Speaking of which, the kick goes in!
And the Lash Shaker on the 2, the connection from Team Malaysia starting to come alive. Yums gets out. Wadu not so lucky. Loliao burns him to a crisp. And it gets Shing as well. He has to flicker away. Boxy back in the fight, but he's up against Momo and Loliao. Pull back by the stakes. Yum is back in. Boxy is gone. Malaysia, come alive.
And now Sakai's with the Malefic Roar as well. It's going to be much easier for him to take down the front lines of Team Cambodia. Malaysia taking away the purple buff. And this is the mid power spike that Malaysia is known for. Fighting around those objectives. Zing taking a lot of damage.
And they're going to blow up in his face, Loliao. Not taking any prisoners. And all it takes is just one minor movement. And Malaysia get a 2K goal swing, losing Stormy in the process as Wadu can miss the flicker. But still, mid-tier 1 goes down and a considerable amount of lead for Malaysia.
All right, looks like this is going to be a tank Cho for now. Looks like he's just clearing the wave, making sure that he completes his items a little bit faster here. But yeah, honestly, Wadu on this Phoveus is a pick that we don't see quite a lot nowadays. But it's looking amazing here, going for full tank items in terms of items as well. The Lancelot only completing the War Axe. But look at Sakai, having a lot of penetration with the Hunter Strike as well as the Malefic Roar.
Wow, Momo, he was ready for that. Right onto Xing with Loliao. Orbi trying to bail Xing out with the RWM. They chase him underneath the tier 2. Xing is gone. They find a kick onto RP. 3 bodies dropped from Cambodia's side. Wadu wants to run away, but Yums is on him and Sakai, he's just waiting for the collection. The Sky Prince claims his prey. 4 down for Cambodia.
Talk about decisiveness and the teamwork. These are members from different teams, yet they play like they've played since forever. Momo, Loliao having that instant connection with the mid trio. Starting a fight, everyone jumps in.
And the craziest thing was that they anticipated a bush camp. Momo with the bravest fighter instantly to cut off the escape route for Cambodia. And I had the pleasure to talk to the back-end staff of Team Malaysia today. They sing high praises for Momo and Loliao being able to gel with the team very quickly, especially Momo, because he wasn't there for 24. Now First Lord controlled by Malaysia.
Look at this, Yums feeling a bit of damage. Sakai's shadow kills.
Wow, Boxy, dangerous. Sakai doesn't get out. Detective on the case. He solves the guys. Wadu now looking to go back in, jumps to the Stormy. Stormy jetpacks away. Wadu cannot find him. He flickers to safety. The fight splits into 2. Yums and Momo work on the back line. Detective gets away. Xing looking to re-engage. Loliao gets out with the last insanity. And now the fight is truly chaotic. Cambodia have the upper hand. They find Momo.
Dude, Wadu has been amazing, man. He started all the fight, grabbing Sakai's, but Detective, I did not even see that he was there. Immediately jumping onto Skies, taking him down. Sakai's has respawned. So right now for Cambodia, they are on top of the Lord, and they're in a position where they can take it, but Malaysia, they will be contesting.
Big goal swing in favor of Cambodia too. The Lord is so low, so guys, he's in, he's looking for Boxy first. RWM, Wadu tries to hold the backline again. Detective finds the kill on the Yums. And Lord for Cambodia, Detective is keeping Cambodia in the game.
Absolutely amazing, securing the turtles as well as the Lord. Right now, Malaysia, Cambodia is fighting back, and now Detective does have that endless battle, so he's gonna deal quite a lot of damage. The one that has to be careful here is gonna be Loliao. The burst coming in from Cambodia, they can actually deal with the Faraga armor now.
We saw a big swing in favor of Malaysia earlier on, but Cambodia did not shy away at all. They not only put up a resistance, they put up a fight. And a hell of a good one. 8.5k net worth for Detective, richest in the game.
And then looking at the items coming in from Zing, he's waiting for that crit item because he already has the Hunter Strike. And now the Berserker Fury has been completed as well. Same with the Malefic Gun. Lord charges up top. Malaysia's gonna handle it. Humes got found out by Detective. Cambodia takes the tier 2 turret.
It's worth also noting that Bruno is incredibly good at sieging too. Structures fall like dominoes. Whenever Bruno is able to lay his hands on them, Humes not able to get a flank off, so he's forced away. Quick RWM from Oppie. Lo Liao loses his Faraga armor thanks to Detective.
Cambodia, they understand, for them to be able to have a good fight against Malaysia, they got to take care of Lo Liao, making sure that the Faraga armor is not there. It looks like Detective, even him by himself, should have enough damage. Sakai's gets found by Detective. In Detective level 15, Sakai's just a little bit more.
Looking for Detective, good iframe. Is it enough though? Detective eats the land shaker. Momo in. Stormy does end up going down, but Yums is on the flag. Lo Liao is gonna lose his Faraga armor, and Momo will be looking to disengage. No more damage for Team Malaysia. 1-4-1 condition. They use Wadu again in. With Ting picking up the collection. Can't find Lo Liao, but Cambodia are in control.
Oh, Lo Liao, this is a very dangerous spot. Has to flicker out. And now Sakai's gets pulled back by Wadu. Oppie having that divine glaive all the while. Yums is preventing a push by actually pushing down mid. And I'll look at the damage here. Even though Detective is only doing about 25k damage, but I feel like it's substantial amount of damage because it's on the right target, preventing Team Malaysia from actually having a good fight.
They're also stopping Stormy and Yums from joining the fight too. So Momo is left on an island with Lo Liao to go for these big dives and opening up windows for Wadu to hit the backline. Stormy was instantly erased from the fight. That's why we didn't even see the Kimmy having an impact, making it like a 4v5.
Oh, Zing!
Find a kick, Zing, quick, but is it quick enough? Not this time against the Sky Prince. Boxy now in danger, but Yums makes the call to fall back. They don't need to overextend. Lord is up.
That was a good catch, and this is why it's dangerous grass. The moment you're caught lacking, you will get caught, but Cambodia, as long as Wadu is there, even without Zing, he should be able to influence so that Malaysia will at least have to hesitate or take just a little bit too much damage than they want. Speaking of which, Momo is only about 30% health.
Yeah, Detective is really hurting. Last Sandy committed. Momo, he's looking for Oppie. Wadu gets taken out. Detective can't get into the pit just yet. Yums kicks him away. Detective still will try, but Sunguys this time will get it done. Boxy hops in with the conceal, has the immortality, but Malaysia will disengage after losing Momo.
Oh, but Detective
is not done just yet. Sunguys just dupes him with the shadows.
Clean coming in from the Sky Prince, but again, Cambodia, it was good that Yums was able to slow down Detective, making sure that he's not there to contest for the Lord. But we can see the damage as well as the elusiveness that Detective has. And look at Yums as well. He's pushing down bot. He's basically playing like a Cho damage, but only having one damage item with the Blade of Heptases. So kind of playing more macro for this one.
He's the reason why Cambodia are split when it comes to taking objectives and making macro move, because Yums is creating lane pressure. Boxy is gonna eat the kick. RWM as a response. Oppie will be able to take out Yums alongside Boxy. Lo Liao tries to escort the Lord, but Detective is so dangerous. Lo Liao flickers away, but still, the Thorn Rose finds him. Traction Pulse comes in, keeps Wadu away. Lo Liao disengages with the last insanity, and the siege from Malaysia gets halted.
The only casualty is Yums. Everyone else had to use everything to actually get away. Detective on this Lancelot is very, very dangerous. And Wadu is, even though he is dying, but you kind of have to throw everything at him, right?
Yep.
Unless Lo Liao commits the last insanity, the Phobius is just way too tanky for Team Malaysia.
And now, he has the Winter Crown. So he's even harder to take him down. You definitely feel a bit scared if you are Stormy this time.
Yep.
So many ways to get on top of you. Momo tries to wait in the wings. They light up the jungle. They know where Cambodia are at. But Cambodia can just keep walking on forward.
It's on Yums now. He really has to take care of Detective. Boxy taking a lot of damage, but he still has the immortality. Malaysia will not overcommit. The Lord will spawn in 1 minute. So both teams have to start controlling the side lanes, making sure that every single wave is pushing towards their opponent's side, or at least stagnating around the mid. And Team Malaysia, they're still splitting up here. The Cho is moving away from the rest of the team. And now he even has a Blade of Despair. So yeah, he is transitioning. He started off as a tank Cho, but now transitioning into more damage.
I'm realizing that they definitely need a bit of extra kick there to take out their targets. Yeah.
All right.
OP Winter Crown. There's 2 Winter Crowns now for Cambodia. The ideal way to approach this is to try and pick a fight when you see Yums on the map, because he'll be a 4v5. Maybe that's the plan. Foiled by Momo. Yums should be able to get out. It's not a problem. They get the traction post. Boxy. They're not going to commit the kick. Oh, Yums found the target. And that's Oppie. Detective, Winter Crown tries to bail him out. They lost the guys already. And now Oppie unleashes the RWM. 2 dead from the side of Malaysia. Yums ends up going down. Cambodia taking that fight. Absolutely spectacular. Shane finds the double kill, and Cambodia now turns to Lord.
That was impressive coming in from Cambodia. Malaysia thought they got it. A kick being committed by Yums, but the star item here, man, the Winter Crowns. Cambodia is able to ignore the majority of the big burst coming in from Malaysia, completely outplaying that team fight. And now we can see the Detective is going to be on the Lord, while the rest of the members getting the inhibitor, and Loliel, he has to let that go. He can't commit for this one. And now Cambodia, they are clearly in the lead. 18 minutes in with 5,000 goal lead. Cambodia is looking good to win game number 1.
The fact that they were able to catch Sakai's 2, the kick onto Oppie should have been it. But like you said, the Winter Crown was a game changer there. 6k goal lead for Cambodia. Detective with the Queen's Wings. And Lord spawning top lane in just 14 seconds. This is the first time we see Team Malaysia on the back foot, and pretty far behind too.
I'm going to say, I don't care about the numbers, man, but Wadu is an MVP. How many attempts have he stopped with the Dark Wave? And how many times has he caught Sakai's? And how many fights has been withstanding everything that Malaysia is throwing at Cambodia? This pick, this Phoveus, is a headache for Malaysia.
Yeah. The fact that we floated the idea of the Phoveus early on in the draft too makes it even more surreal. Let's see if Malaysia can defend against this siege. The damage from Jing has to be respected. Oppie too. So they will work on the inhibitors. So guys instantly forced back. Detective trying to run away. They find a kick. It's a full commit. They need Detective dead.
And
the determination is there. Stormy though. Chopped to half by Boxy. Lolia explodes in the face of Jing. They really needed Bruno. Yums wants to get in, but he's zoned away. Lolia disengages. Dark Wave pulls Momo back. There are still waves that needs to be dealt with.
Yep, Momo is waiting for the Bravest Fighter as well. But all inhibitors of Malaysia are down. Zing is healing up with the Haskell. Sakai is waiting for an angle, same as Momo. Momo now does have the Bravest Fighter.
Does Malaysia have it in them to go for another attempt? The Shadow stuck onto Jing. Shadow kill very early on. Here comes Lolia with the commitment. It's Jing that's the target. They block Boxy. Oppie goes into Winter Crown and Wadu in no man's land, but he's very durable. Gets kicked underneath the Crystal and executed. And Momo turns around with the Lash Shaker. That's Jing with the immortality gone. Malaysia hold the fort.
Cambodia trying their very best to end the game at 20 minutes of the game. But Team Malaysia able to juggle as well as time their ults together. They were waiting for Sakai's, Momo, and Loliel for everyone to have their ultimates up online. And once they do, they all commit on it all in, forcing out the Winter Crowns, able to deal enough damage to not only clear the minions, but also take down Cambodia. Now Zing is gonna spawn in about 20 seconds. Detective as well as Boxy are using the conceal. They find Yums. How are they gonna deal with him?
I think it's okay, right? If Yums dies but they get the Lord, it should be manageable. But Yums will try to buy as much time as possible. Find a kickback. They even expend the RWM for him. Yums loses immortality. Can he outmaneuver this? Boxy
No way!
Can't get him, Yums.
No way!
The great escape! But Boxy not so lucky!
Throwback to Yums in Snapdragon Pro Series, man. Back in SBS. Made a lot of clips with the great escape from the base all the way to the turret. And now Yums having that win talker as well. Malaysia is looking to use this Lord to end the game. But look at Detective. Yums, he knows that Detective is nearby, is letting the team know. How is Malaysia going to use this Lord?
Look, LaFell, In WEC, we haven't seen a comeback with no inhibitors yet. This could be a detective, so dangerous! He gets away, Loli up, cannot chase him, but Jing, with the Winston nature, stays alive. Some guys in the shadow kill! Some guys won't get him! Malaysia at the cusp of game 1. Detective trying his best with Wadu around, but Stormy denies that. With the Lord still healthy, Malaysia will take game number 1.
What was that? What an opening to the grand finals. Both Cambodia and Malaysia trading blows for blows. From the early to the mid to the late, neither team can hold their lead, and that was only game number 1.
From the depths of the abyss, Team Malaysia pull off a miracle in front of a thunderous home crowd. The celebrations have definitely begun, and that's the first step to the back-to-back. But I gotta say, we wanted a challenge, we wanted a challenger, we found one.
Now that's the kind of game that we've been waiting to see. Cambodia and Malaysia standing toe-to-toe. This is where the mechanics are the same.
Yep.
The drafts are good. It's all about that decision-making, the patience. Malaysia only got that because they were patient enough to wait for their ultimates, wait for their cooldowns, and jump into Cambodia. But we got to talk about the items, the picks. Wadu going for full tank Phobias, doing absolute work, and all the winter crowns that have been bought by Cambodia, making it so that they can survive Stormy, Sakai's, Loliel. It's absolutely amazing.
Even with their best efforts, I gotta say, how Team Malaysia, they keep track of the cooldowns, the way that they juggle these fights and keep giving Cambodia that false sense of security, thinking that the cooldowns are out, only to pounce right back. Loliel, we said that this is not going to be an easy game for him to play matchup-wise and as a whole, but he only went down once. And even towards the late game, on the chase to get Yoons, Boxy invested in a heptasis, because the whole goal was if he can cleave Sakai's or Stormy in half, the job is done. But it came a bit too late. Who would have thought the failed attempt on Yoon's life would turn to be a victory for Team Malaysia?
Let me just say, the only reason Yums doesn't have a lot of highlights on the show is because he hasn't been getting the show. And every time he gets it, there's some kind of highlight that he makes for himself.
First pick show, by the way.
First pick show. Denying it from Boxy. What if Cambodia, they're like, hey, you know what? You know what? Show first pick is sounding pretty good right about now.
The greatest level of honor. Hall of Famers on your screen. Sakai as the Gold Hunter and the GOAT. Momo on the Lapu Lapu doing God's work as the tanker. And Oppie also the best mid laner award in WEC as the best support for his team.
And this is why we say Momo says, he doesn't say no. Arcade is basically saying like, you're gonna be the tank. You're gonna be the front line. Yums is gonna build damage. And he's like, sir, yes, sir.
Yes, Kuya.
If you want me to 1v5, take all the damage, I will.
Sorry, what you say, sir? Execute? Okay, no problem. Petrify Lapu Lapu? Sure, I'll do it.
And now we gotta look at the MVP for game number 1 is going over to Loliel. 5-1-9. Team Cambodia had to play around this X-Borg, despite the X-Borg being countered time and time again by getting his Faraga armor bursted down. He just comes back in and explodes harder.
He's only been playing X-Borg today, by the way. He has not touched any other heroes in the GOAT League. Only X-Borg.
I mean, this is the thing about Team Malaysia. If you don't ban it, what else am I gonna play?
It's Claude, but better.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, we gotta look at the highlights, and I gotta say, there's a lot of it. And we're starting off, again, like the thing that I like is blows for blows. It's not like Malaysia has a good moment and then they just stay there, right? Yeah. Cambodia, they figure out a way to come back. And then Malaysia, they gotta figure out a way how to come back.
Yep. We did highlight the importance of the roam role, right? Like both roamers did a fantastic job, but I gotta say, you also gotta give the XP laner some credit because the entire game, all these flashy kills that we see from Detective and Sakai's, they were all enabled by the support pieces of the XP and the roam. Boxy and Wadu creating space for Detective to dive the backline, Momo and Yoon's creating space for Suk guys to plaster his shadows on the Oppi and Jing. But the fact that they're able to find these close angles makes it very frustrating for Cambodia to do it. And look at this, the great escape from Yoon that converted not only onto a kill on the boxy, but an eventual win with a Lord push.
4 people went on to him. He escaped and he got a kill. Yoons, man.
That's aura farming.
I gotta say, that's the legend of Malaysia, man. Like, ever since his debut, same as Stormy, honestly, ever since their debut, they've had an amazing career.
Look, if they lift the trophy tonight, check his Instagram. That's a new post.
Oh, yeah?
He only posts trophies.
He only posts
yeah. trophies.
Yeah. Well, shows how hard he's working. He doesn't really have time to...
Yeah, so every single post is a trophy, by the way, so start counting.
Either way, that was an amazing game 1. There was a mistake coming in from Cambodia.
Yep.
Well, mistake-ish, right? Because they really wanted to end the game, and they had the siege. They had the Bruno, right? But it's just Team Malaysia just biding their time, goes in, turn things around. That might be a better call, just to back up a bit, you know, restructure how we're gonna approach the ending.
Yep.
Because that's really how Malaysia truly came back into the game.
It's like you've already gotten the base, right? The whole base is barren. You could take control of the map, but I agree, it was a bit forced. It took so long that not only did, you know, Lodiao and Momo cleared out the way, but their ultimates came back up. They started re-engaging onto Cambodia. So I agree with that. Definitely a bit of a forced one. There are definitely better ways. I think when you have a win angle, maybe it starts really getting into your head. You feel like that is going to be it. And unfortunately, it got turned around. But I gotta say, if they picked off Yoons in that bottom lane, maybe we would have been still in game number 1. So either way, Cambodia and Malaysia have given us a great opener in the grand finals, and I bet we got a long night ahead of us. The night is still young. The night is still young.
Yeah, and in this case, I kind of don't want to think that much. I just want to shut down my brain.
I just want good games.
And then just enjoy the journey, because I can't, like, it's hard to blame Cambodia for forcing that one, because the string of events that happened leading towards clearing out all the inhibitors, being inside the base, they're winning team fight over team fight over team fight, and Malaysia tried to kill them and was not successful for that, what, 2 to 3 times?
Yep.
And having one successful blowout, and then they started to take control. So you can see the logic of Cambodia staying there, considering that they've won the past 2 to 3 engages.
And this is where we circle back to the question that we have been debating a couple of times on broadcast. Which one is easier to recover from? A 5-minute stomp or a 20-minute comeback by an opponent with no inhibitors? Clearly, we have the answer right in front of us, and now it's down to the mental game. We're looking for Team Cambodia to bounce back.
And I think they can. I really think they can, because that is an eye-opener, because for both teams, they've been having quite a smooth run all the way to the grand finals. This is where finally both are seeing, like, okay, now both are being challenged at this point. Now you see they're like, okay,
yeah,
they went from this to this.
It's like, wow, now we're in the correct weight class, you know? And no one's tapping out.
Yeah,
no one's tapping out. We are running at the clock in every single round.
So, anyways, like, for moments like this, I think one of the hardest roles is, funnily enough, not the players, but more on the coach.
Yes.
Like, after watching that game, now you gotta think back. It's like, okay, hold on. Do we stick with the strategy? Do we change? Do we have to have a different ban? Do we need to change priority of what should be picked? Because in my head, both had amazing drafts. They don't really have to change that much. But at the same time, you always have that in the back of your head, like, if it wasn't for that one hero, we could have won. Or that one hero almost made us lost.
Dangerous grass again. We're getting so much dangerous grass, man. What is this? So there's 25% for every single map, and we keep getting dangerous grass. What does that mean?
It means that we are promoting to the rest of the world, in order to make more oxygen, make more grass.
So funnily enough,
grass.
there is this attempt to invent, I wouldn't say a technology, but to invent a product that's called the greenhouse helmet.
Okay.
Right? So as the name suggests, it's a helmet that you wear.
That is
when,
green.
Yeah, when you do sports, like you go out and jog or something, right? And then there's plants inside that cycle, the recycles.
There's plants inside the helmet?
Yeah, so it's like wearing a mini greenhouse to recycle the carbon dioxide into oxygen, but it clearly wasn't made because there are not going to be enough plants inside the helmet for you to wear that recycle enough oxygen for you. But you get what I mean, right?
I mean, like, if they talk to Belleric, I'm sure they can figure something out.
Look, humans have very cool ideas, cool concepts. It might not be practical, but you gotta admit it was pretty cool.
Speaking of cool, we're jumping into the draft. This is cool. Now, we're starting out the draft here looking like the same set of bands and honestly the same size. But this time, Malaysia's like, okay, you know what, Hoppy, you won Best Mid. And we agree, we're taking out that Eve. That was a bit too much.
Yeah, it's like, all right, this Eve was a problem, right? Like, we made Uppy go like 0-3, but he's still causing us a lot of headache. Now let's see what he has up his sleeve. Cambodia, I'm looking for a potential change too. They did ban the Yi Sun Shin in game 1, and they're gonna do it again. No YSS.
So do they still ban out the Boxia here, or are they gonna trade by giving over a Boxia and then maybe pick up something like the CC? I mean, Malaysia, they have played the CC not too often, but considering that a possibility of a Fovea is gonna be brought out, I think they're thinking of that idea, like at least considering it.
What if it doesn't matter what Cambodia picks, Malaysia still takes a Cho? Unless Cambodia goes Cho first pick.
Now that would be spicy.
That would be spicy. It's a direct response, a direct challenge. But I would be sticking with a Boxia. Oh, the ban the Zusin. Ban the Zusin, okay.
Maybe they're thinking these are Oppe's comfort, and maybe try to just make it feel less comfortable.
It could be Lancelot again for Detective. I wouldn't blame him, because Detective had a brilliant game on Lancelot. He was out of this world.
So is it gonna be Cho Kimi here? It worked game number 1.
What about Kalea?
What about Kalea?
Why not about Kalea?
Kalea can't build BOD.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe she can build Lightning Chunxiang.
The true power of the Tsunami RKO is if it one-shots you.
Exactly. It's not a true RKO if you survive.
Yeah, it's not a true RKO if you don't break the spine of your enemies. And in this case, maybe the Lancelot. I watched WWE growing up, and that was a lie because I never watched it.
Well, this time they go for the Hilda and the Kimi. I mean, this Hilda has mostly been used by Momo, but Yunes has used it before as well. So this is a flex. And at the same time, maybe Yunes was discussing with his team. He's like, I already got one highlight. I'm good.
Yunes telling his team that, coach, trust. They're gonna show here, and I'll be ready. If all else fails, just give it to Momo, right? Momo's like, yes, Yunes.
Yes.
Yes, Yunes.
Whatever you want. You want me to pick up, yeah, you know, whatever.
What if like Momo has been requesting, coach, can I finally play Arlet? Coach was like, no. Yes, coach.
Well, we're trading all around here.
We know
Cambodia, before the Granger gets banned, picks up the Granger and gets the Lapu.
Well, we know for a fact that we won't see Momo Lapu here.
But again, this Hilda is pretty flex. Maybe Malaysia can just pick up their jungler here and just keep the Hilda mystery all the way through.
Not only that, we saw how the Bruno Eve was quite a headache for the Xbox to deal with. You know, he doesn't get his way, right? He doesn't get to walk in front of you and just spit flames. Ranger does the same thing.
Yep.
You hold him at an arm's length. He walks forward, you Rhapsody him. He tries to burn you with Fire Stick and pull you back, you Rondo out. So Hayabusa will be the pick, so not much changes on Malaysia's side except for the Hilda.
I think they will consider, you know, last pick for Loliel. If it looks like an okay game, he might consider going for that either Marksman or the Harif, or maybe even the Lunox, because we still have to remember one of Loliel's signature pick is actually that Harif. If it does seem like a good Harif game, then maybe they will go for that. Because in terms of the banning out the Eve as well as Yushin, I think that's already giving the opportunity in case Lolio wants something like a Harif or a Claude.
I would like that, right? I mean, Lolio has some pocket pick too. That's a Kalea banned by Malaysia.
So maybe a Cho follow-up.
Cho, I mean, Ruby is also one. At least we know there's no Phobias for the side of Cambodia. Esmeralda banned out. Why does every game I feel like Export is a good pick even though there are answers to it? Maybe Lolio is just having too much fun. What have we not seen him? I mean, Lunox is always an option, right? We talk about this.
Yep.
Even though there's already Kimmy there, Lunox doesn't feel exactly the most important option, but if all else fails and you need someone that blows through tanks, it's always there. It's one of Lolio's signature too.
I think they are considering whether they do want to ban out the Cho, or maybe see something crazy like a Helker. It has been banned out before.
Yes, on dangerous grass too. Cho ban. I think it's the safer approach as well. The Ruby ban, we did float that.
So at this point, the Hilda will kind of be exposed where she's going unless they pick up a gold laner here, and specifically a marksman. But I don't know if it's in Malaysia's interest to show it a little bit early, considering you still don't know what the mid is going to be, because the Farsa is still open. The Valentina is open as well. So I feel like picking up an X-Board can be countered by the Valentina. Picking up something like a Harif might be annoying going up against the Farsa.
Unless if you want to commit to double fighters, there's a CC available.
Oh yeah, true.
Yep, that's one approach to it if you really want to hide it. But either way, they do have that last pick, and it's Cambodia's choice to go for first pick again in game 2. Yep. So it is going to be the CC for Team Malaysia. I feel like that's a Lolio CC. Look at his smile. Look at my best goal laner in WEC.
So what is Cambodia going to pick here? Because Farsa is a premium pick, but almost every single person from Malaysia can comfortably counter the Farsa.
What about Selena?
Selena will be pretty good.
Lunox?
I think Lunox is the safest because you need some way to deal with the Hilda, and the Hilda does counter the Granger quite a bit, but down gets picked up and the Farsa as well. So they will be trying to burst things out.
Okay. Keeping it simple, you know.
But they still have to be careful of this Hilda, because the Hilda, if she's tanky enough, she'll stand directly in front of the Granger, and then the damage will just not be there.
I mean, there's a world where you send the Hilda to the XP lane too, right?
Yes.
And then you pick up a roamer here. Or you put CC XP and then you pick up like another gold laner.
Like a Claude.
Like a Claude. You're alright. It's not the easiest to catch, honestly.
Yep.
The best person to catch him is Detective. Even then, he can be slippery, but do you want to go that late? I think that's the question. You're running 2 marksmen that takes some time.
Helker!
Oh, so they are the one that brings out the Helker. Okay. Alright.
Hey, we're pretty good at this drafting thing, huh?
So them banning out earlier, the Helker ban earlier on against Indonesia was a feint.
Because something was smelling Helker. I just don't know which team. It looks like Malaysia is going to pick it up.
Yeah, it must be the night time here.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Falls.
Dark Knight.
Boy, that was pretty good.
So this is going to be another damage roam for Humes then.
Well, he's the one having the most fun. I can see that. Coach Ark has favorites.
And I guess the less fun is Momo. He's like, okay, whatever.
Momo's okay with it, don't worry.
He's just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Wait
a minute. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Is this really Helker EXP?
What did Momo tell Coach?
We were setting up that the Humes is gonna have fun.
Or maybe Coach was like, Momo, play Helker. Momo was like, yes, sir.
Yes.
I've never played it, but yes. Never
Hold
say
up.
no.
Let's check it out. Is it really Momo on Helker? Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
It is. Oh my god.
All right, we
What?
got a game on our hands.
What?
That could be the most genius pick. It is the most genius pick.
Okay,
I gotta be fair. I'm sorry, Momo.
Genius or not genius depends on win or lose. You know how the internet
Genius
works.
is very subjective. If it works, you're a genius. If you lose, you're crazy.
Well, don't play rank tonight, right?
Don't play rank
tonight. No, just for your own sanity.
I've been avoiding rank for the whole week.
Well,
wow.
Boxy taking just a bit of damage here. Humes gets onto Oppie, taking quite a bit of damage from Humes. Stormy is not gonna overextend there. And Momo is actually doing quite a lot of damage onto Wadu.
Wait, one more Stingers.
He's
gonna get it, Momo!
My God!
Oh, Momo!
What?
Yo, Momo.
That's our boy.
Momo and Lolia keeps getting first blood 1v1. What is going on with the side lanes?
You saw the Stinger stacks build up, and I'm like, that Stinger is gonna kill Wadu.
Yo, avoid rank for tonight. Because
do not play rank.
Helkert EXP, man.
I bet all the solo rankers who have been doing that for a long time now feel vindicated that Helkert is now a thing. Rule number 1, never fight him like that. And Wadu learned it the hard way. Stormy gets bailed out by Yums.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Round 2.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Wadu's dead. Good night.
I'm sorry for being excited, but this is something new. This is something fresh.
Look at Momo. He's nonchalant. Look at his face.
Yeah.
He's like, just another day.
It's like, so this is what this button does.
Wow, I get to kill people in game.
Look at Boxy.
Oh, and you check Bush. Oh my goodness. Oh, Boxy. Oh boy.
That was, okay, so Momo saw Boxy going in. He didn't see Momo. Probably was concealed there. Lolio, saying, probably thinking now he has to show up too, considering Momo is doing quite a bit.
Oh, Wadu.
No.
Oh, Wadu.
Oh, talk about denying a farm.
Oh,
and
no.
Asakai's is there. Gets stopped by Boxy. Wadu gets the kill.
All right, that makes the most sense. Never mind. Momo does not care. And they got off mid. Can they at least kill Momo? Yep, they can. Boxy finds a very important shutdown in the XP lane, but damage has still been done to Wadu.
Momo, like...
By the way, it's not a show match, right?
Yeah,
For anyone wondering, they're actually playing for a trophy. Okay?
No. Here's the thing. We've been setting out how Momo is just good boy, good soldier. Okay, coach, whatever you say, I'm gonna use it. Like these are the games that really convinces us of that. But now let's talk about Cambodia, right? We're excited enough about the Helkert, but now we got to talk about what Cambodia has to do here because they have a lot of bursts coming in from Lancelot, the Farsa, as well as the Granger, and now Yums gets caught.
Should go down. Offie pulled back by the traction pulse. So guys, a bit more careful this time because Boxy is around. For that, all that early aggression built out by Team Malaysia seems good, but it's all about the conversion,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Cambodia are not by any means far behind. I feel like there's a timer for Momo.
Honestly, it's a timing for Team Malaysia because we did see how dangerous it can be when a Farsa as well as Granger is giving a lot of space.
Ay, Boxy. Not able to get out of that. They're gonna jump onto Momo. Wadu wants revenge and Momo says, hasta la vista. And Wadu keeps on fighting. He has to flicker away. They get the Feather Edge by stun on the Sakai. Detective kills him, but Momo finds Offie. They can't see it though. Momo in the shadows. Momo! Oh, Momo! Finally ends up going down, but Detective now needs to wait out. Jumps on top of him. That's a shutdown.
Dude, trading blows for blows, man. Cambodia, I feel like they were surprised, but once they started to settle down, they're like, it's just a Helkert, big whoop. We got to fight back. And Detective 3-1-0. It's unfortunate that he gave a shot on goal, but it is over to Yums. Still dangerous because you're making this roamer much tankier. But now look at this, the turtle is gonna get contested here. Sakai has to be careful.
Momo can turn on the lights whenever he wants to. The land taker only lands on the one, but Sakai still good on the retribution. It doesn't really matter. Cambodia expended some resources. Malaysia still get the objective.
All the while, the gold laners, they've been farming up. Lolio does have the War Axe. And Zing, free farming, no disruption at all. And Yums gets caught. And Detective, can he get a kill? Oh, Yums is saved by Momo.
Momo is the true roamer here. He's gonna be able to transition into a roamer, and that Dark Knight Falls will probably be a nuisance for Cambodia. Sky Piercer out for Jing, tied up by the current call. And you know they're ready to bounce. Here comes Momo on the Boxy. Boxy will have to give his life up.
At this point, I want to know Momo's settings, Momo's items, because I did not thought a level 2 Helkert can deal that well in the lane. And now Feather S-Strike, and Momo gets taken down. Lolio trying to jump around, saving himself from Zing as well as Appy. Appy making sure that he doesn't get away, gets stunned up, and Appy secures the kill.
And Cambodia have weathered the storm.
Stormy. Speaking of, okay, looks like Stormy was found out by Zing.
Yeah, Cambodia have weathered the storm for sure. All that advantage, the aggression that Malaysia put up early on has been quelled. And now we get an even game. And I dare say it's in favor of Cambodia a bit more than it is for Malaysia because of the pick.
Yeah. Because at one point, the Farsa as well as the Granger will make it... Actually, this is basically a battle of interaction because if Malaysia gets on top of Oppie and Zing first, Malaysia wins. If Zing and Oppie is free hitting, then Malaysia will be bound to lose. So
Yeah.
honestly, Malaysia win or lose is based on Momo and Sakai's because naturally these two will have the best access point to actually get to the back line.
Not only that, when you jump someone with the Hellcurt, that miss you create, it disoriented them for a little bit. And that could be the difference between life and death. Stormy forced away from the fight. Momo, David Chung Wadu out, he turns off the light. Yum still gets stunned out. Can't get away this time, he boxing around. Momo on the Oppie, can Momo catch him? Gonna flicker forward, Oppie. Good footwork there. Momo and Yum ends up going down. Shadow kill not doing enough from Sakai's. 3 dead for Malaysia.
Yeah, now looks like they're able to deal with the Hellcurt and Boxy able to get Sakai's and Zing gets the kill. Right now, Cambodia, they are in the lead in terms of kill as well as gold. And now they're gonna extend it by getting this turtle. Malaysia looks like the surprise factor has run out and Cambodia are back in the driver's seat.
100%. This Badang is starting to be a problem and Wadu, he's done with taking the brunt of damage. He is now online. He is able to make plays. Where does Momo go from here? Because damage is the only way. Maybe this is the way back in. Do they have enough though? Oh, the Thorn Rolls. You could not have asked for worse timing. At least for Malaysia.
That's instinct, man. That's why he's the detective.
He knows. He sees the paper trails. The breadcrumbs left.
He's like, it's quiet. Too quiet.
Too quiet. Oh, does he know this?
Oh, he knows! Dude.
Okay, he knows.
Detective has spider sense. He can smell the dangerous grass. I don't know, man.
I feel like the Neo B skin was made for Detective, you know? Detective Fredrin on the case.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But anyways, right now, Cambodia with almost 2,000 goal lead. You can hear the silence now in the crowd because now it is game Cambodia and Malaysia. This is like game number 1. They make sure that each team is going to adjust the scales. Boxy finds Humes, but unable to catch him.
Yeah, the game has truly begun. Took us a while to get here. Momo, doesn't want to go for the push. The top tier ones should still stay up as Wadu and Jing arrive, and they're making sure to check every nook and cranny in case there's a pesky Hellcurt staying in the bush.
And
as much as, you know, you're gonna win some nature or some defensive items, you can still get one-shotted.
So the first item for Momo is going to be that Blade of Heptases. Sakai's does have the Malefic Roar.
They see Boxy.
And they don't see Loliel though. Sakai's gets onto Oppie!
Oh, Oppie! Wow, good flicker into the bush, but Loliel makes sure that it doesn't matter. The lights get turned off. Here comes Momo onto Jing! Momo now looks to get away. Gets pierced through with a Phantom Execution. Boxy helps him out. Detective trying to maneuver this. Gets jumped on. Loliel with a pickup. Wadu late to the fight. Cannot look for anyone. All of them are out. Wadu flickers forward. Jumps on Stormy. Hits him. But is it worth it? Because Malaysia are showing strength and composure in this fight. A shutdown for Loliel.
And that's a wipeout. Malaysia has taken down Cambodia. And it all started with Sakai's able to get the shadow directly onto Oppie and dealing the most amount of damage, forcing out that flicker. Loliel following up. And this is what we like to see, where the teams are outplaying each other by their positioning and basically always being there around their own teammates. No one is getting caught by Cambodia or Malaysia. Whenever someone is getting taken down, the follow-up is always there.
It was a minor lapse of judgment from Oppie. Didn't expect the guys to just turn around and stick the shadow onto him, because Oppie was taken out of the fight pretty early. Forced the flicker out of Yums, including the Dark Knight Falls. Oh, Momo is hunting for a prey. Detective will force him away. Another Feather Astra used defensively as Boxy barely gets bailed out. Loliel, does he want to continue this? He's running into the entirety of Cambodia. Loliel actually gets down to flicker forward again. Malaysia makes the play, and they find 3. Wadu left to fend for himself. Stormy and Momo on top of him. Momo with the deadly stingers couldn't find a kill, but it does not matter because Sakai's is in, and Malaysia finds 3 bodies.
Almost got taken out there, but Malaysia able to get a lot, getting killed. The Lord is still very healthy. Detective now having the endless battle. You got to be careful about that. Sakai's with the War Axe. Momo is just waiting. Momo is looking for an opportunity.
Almost found Detective. They commit onto it. Detective needs the target. Able to somehow get out of harm's way because that looked pretty scary. Better airstrike committed. Flicker forward, but it's just not enough. Stormy is already out of range.
Ooh.
Confidence now being shown by Momo.
When's the last time you see Momo recalling in front of opponents?
I have a feeling this guy's pressing his phone. This guy's lean over and just start pressing.
I guess Momo has been waiting for this pick for a while because rarely do we see Momo using the emotes,
Yeah.
the recalls.
Look at this.
This is his moment. He's waiting for this his whole life.
Makes split pushing incredibly hard too. Not split pushing, but more of defending side lanes.
Yep.
Dangerous grass for things. It's a headache for Cambodia. They'll have to stick together. Loliao easily maneuvers around that. Stormy sees Boxy, and now Boxy's out of position. So guys, straight to the back line. Great stun. And that's what Cambodia needs. Momo to the back. Look, pushing. He's gone. Momo turns on the lights. They lose Stormy though. As Detective goes to work. Loliao now has to somehow disengage Jums. Is there a way to bail Loliao out? He misses the hop. Loliao with the current call stops himself from going down. The conceal gets used by Loliao. Continues to run. Boxy and Wadu on him. Wadu hops in with the bravest fighter and the raging slash. Loliao with a great escape again.
I don't know how he did it, but right now Cambodia, they're able to take the mid tier 2. And right now, Detective, man, you gotta look at this guy. His last line, game number 1, was game-changing. Game number 2 here is game-changing as well. As impressive as the burst coming in from Momo, we gotta talk about how Detective is dancing around the battlefield, dealing damage safely.
Yes.
How is it that he's in the middle of everything and dodging everything at the same time?
And not only that, it hinges on Momo whether he is able to at least take out one core from Cambodia, because if Jing was still alive in that fight, that could have 100% been a team wipe in favor of Cambodia. So Momo played a very big role as well. That fraction of a second when the lights get turned off, thanks to the Hellcurt, is the window that Malaysia has to skew the odds in their favor.
Now, I can't believe it's only been 13 minutes.
Which felt pretty...
With all the action that's been done, I thought this has been a longer game. The Lord has spawned. It looks like Cambodia is first on the scene. Team Malaysia, can they respond? Because Cambodia, they're bursting it down.
They're trying to stop Sakai. Sakai's into the shadow kill. Can't get it this time. Jing. Great secure, but they got Detective. Somehow, Sakai still makes the best out of it.
Oh, look at Momo, though. He's trying to go for a push. Team Malaysia, they're trying to stop this. Yums gets onto Oppie, and Oppie survives by Zin. But look at the guys!
Momo, he got the bot inhibitor. He was split pushing the entire time. It's still a win for Malaysia by the end of it. Would have been nice if Yums found Oppie, but Jing bailed his teammates out. But still, this Lord is a net negative. Momo can clear the bottom wave, and the rest of Malaysia can deal with this objective mid.
And they gotta be careful. Sakai is coming in from the flanks. Oppie is recalling. Sakai sees it. Unable to get a shadow inside of any member from Cambodia. I feel like the biggest win from Malaysia was actually taking down Detective. Getting the shutdown gold is gonna be huge for the team. But we know that Cambodia can come back from this because in terms of the objectives, they still have 2 inhibitors and 1 good team fight. And I feel like Cambodia can take the tier 2s, and that's going to put a lot of goal onto them. And this is a good time for you guys to check Momo's item. A lot of bursts, but having that Demon Hunter sword as well, making it so that the Deadly Stinger deals additional true damage as well.
The rapid boost is also important for his rotation. Momo, gonna see Boxy now. Boxy will take the push beside the pin. He's gonna run into Yums eventually, so again the positioning from Malaysia still on the point. Immortality for the Hilda. Now tension will rise. Boxy. That can still instantly found by Yums. Nothing much that he can do, even though it's a good attempt. The guys looking for Jing. Wisdom Nature forced out already. Starting to look dangerous. They get immobilization, but Guys is out. Feather airstrike. Bravest fighter expended.
Dude, Wadu has been amazing. Keep stopping Sakai's time and time again. But that was a clutch Wind of Nature coming in from Zing. But for about 180 seconds, it won't be there. So by the time the Lord is up, he won't have it for quite a while.
Momo's gonna see Detective. Oh, Momo. Not able to find a kill, but enough. The lights are on. Momo back into the bush. Three-man landshaker from the side of Wadu. They take out Loli out, and that is crucial. But Jing trades his life for it. Detected now in the fight. The guys, he finds the kill, but they lose Momo. 2-for-1 in favor of Cambodia.
Yep. Wadu right now, 5-5-5, but he's making it so that Malaysia can't really clump up when they're trying to deal damage onto Cambodia because he deals it back. And just like Momo in game number 1, he's basically the tank here. He's going to be the one taking aggro, going to be the one baiting out, and then Boxy will, well, as his name, box them in. So Cambodia and Malaysia, they're on even foot. Stormy has to flicker out. Boxy is able to push him toward the wall. But by all means, Stormy is still safe.
That's a bad position for Cambodia to be in. They have to get out from here. Traction pulse is charged up. Wadu is still only getting Widow down. Sakai is so patient. Shadow stuck on. Here comes the Shadow Strike. Wadu escapes. Sakai is now Kwa Shadows. Finds on the RP. Stormy supports him.
Oh, look at
Detective.
Detective.
Detective. That's finally our can. Detective! Can he get out from the Detective? Doesn't get out.
Oh,
Momo
Zing,
safe again. Jing found out. Stormy guns him down. And disaster starting to become apparent as Wadu falls. Double kill for Stormy and Malaysia have a clear way down mid.
That was a dangerous attempt from Zing. He already saw the members of Malaysia, but he walked into that bush. Sakai gets onto Oppie. Oppie stays inside of the base. And now with the Winyan wave coming in, Boxy trying to protect that. Look at Oppie!
Oppie can't really do too much. Malaysia, one step closer to glory. As a final wipeout on Team Cambodia, they strike, and 2-0 now for Malaysia.
Match point for Malaysia. But I gotta say, for all you folks that only look at match results, man, you gotta tune in. You gotta look at this match. Game 1, Game 2, it's making everyone sweat.
Oh man, that Hellcurt XP lane.
Who's the mad genius behind it?
I mean, if you want to pick it, remember, dangerous grass only. All right, not broken walls, not expanding rivers, dangerous grass.
I mean, you say that, but do you think people really care? Like let's be real. If people get like a expanding rivers, they're like, this is close enough, right? This is close enough.
There's bushes.
Yeah. But let's calm down because here's the thing. That this series is exciting with all this crazy development going on, but
yeah.
Momo level 2, I did not know level 2 a Hellcurt can take on a Lapu Lapu. Now talk about being a trendsetter.
Yeah, you can, because Deadly Stingers, right? We were watching the counter build up. Momo calls for re-gang after that. Wadu was stuck at level 3 for the longest time ever, but Cambodia, they did have a good recovery. We saw the adjustments where Wadu called for Boxy to help. They got the guys in return when the third gang came through. It did take some effort, some fine-tuning from Cambodia, but if not for these adjustments, we wouldn't have had a close to 18-minute game. We wouldn't have had it so close where Detective was about to carry the game again. But I gotta say, man, whoever thought of that pick deserves a medal. A cookie, at least.
A cookie and a medal is a pretty far from each other, but either way, I'm gonna sing Cambodia's praises here because Detective, Oppie, despite Wadu basically being shafted in lane, he recovered and he provided a lot for the team. Like that, I didn't thought Malaysia would be the one like showing cheese here. They came up with this Hellcurt. They've been hiding this the entire time. But now I want Cambodia to win so that we can see what else is there.
Yeah, just to give context, right? We still want, our motherland, our home country to win, but we want more games, right? Make it exciting,
When the games are like that, when Detective has the highest goal and dealt the most damage, even though they lost, you know that his Lancelot. Now, dude, his Lancelot is insane. I have no idea when they're that behind, he's able to neutralize everything back.
And not to mention that Team Malaysia willingly gave the Lancelot 2 times in a row, right?
I think reluctantly, actually, they were like, please pick up Joe first.
It's like, I guess we don't have a choice, you know?
You know, it's like, come on, give me the Lancelot. He's a bit too good.
Look, if we get dangerous grass, do you think Hellcat will get banned? That's all I want to know.
Sorry, I'm drinking water, but yeah, Stormy, my boy, getting the MVP and dealing consistent amount of damage, but the only reason Momo is not an MVP is because the KDA is abysmal, but the damage is pretty good. And I would say if Cambodia won this one, it would be an easy detective MVP.
Oh yes, 100%. Without a shadow of doubt that beyond the scoreboard, the matches were as close as it could get. Sometimes the tension is so high, you could hear a pin drop in the arena. Even the highlight reels tells us a very good story of Momo absolutely skewering Wadu in the early game. The regank as well, Wadu just could not catch a break. But then, we did see adjustments. Boxy being called in, and this catch on the Sakai's was sort of the tempo stopper. They put a cork on the bottle and made sure that Malaysia doesn't get to run away with too much. And that's sort of how they stabilize the game.
I need you to help me, Husky.
Yeah.
Because I'm tempted. I'm very... Like, I play Rome, but I'm like, can you give me XP once?
Yes, 100% yes.
Yeah. Either ways, I wonder if the idea for Malaysia is that Sakai's job, almost exclusively this entire tournament, is to take down the mid laner, right? They ban on the Eve, they ban on the Jushin. Maybe after seeing how OP plays, especially on that Eve, that kind of shuts down what Malaysia wants to do, which is take down the mid. Because that has been proven that Oppie is kind of like Detective in a way that he stabilizes the team.
Yeah.
So moving forward, maybe Malaysia will keep batting out this Eve and Jushin. So Cambodia needs to figure out what they want to give to Oppie. Because his Sparta is good. It's really good.
Yeah.
But Sakai's will find a way to get on top of it.
I mean, I gotta say, Boxy and Oppie this game, they have bailed their teammates out so many times. But the
that was
aggressors
one
for
big
Malaysia.
mistake, though.
Yeah.
Remember Zing, after seeing Detective get taken down by Momo,
oh yes,
as a Hellcat, and he, as a Granger, walks up to that bush. Like yes, there could be a case where they were low enough and you can get multiple kills, but that was very dangerous considering a Hayabusa, a Kimi, a Hellcat. He should not have gone up on that bush when he has knowledge of the people there.
Yeah, the stakes were too high, and this kind of goes back to
this game, man.
These are high octane moments, right? We did say that when the odds are that high, when the pressure starts building up, you really get to see who cracks first, right? Who starts tunnel visioning, who starts losing focus, and it's just like game one. It wasn't anything that, that Cambodia dropped. It's like not that they dropped the ball from the early game, but it came down to one moment. Game one was a forced siege, and game two was just a bit of a lapse of judgment.
How would you prepare for that?
For Hellcat?
Yeah, like as Wadu is like, I fought multiple fighters before. This should be fine.
But I've never fought Hellcat in the XP lane.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a surprise. So you know what?
I would be like, hey, well played to them.
They
almost got him though.
I feel like because of WEC, Momo and Lolios will start to have their own fan base at this point.
You're telling me they don't have fans? No way.
I mean, like, here's the thing. In Malaysia, they really just gravitate towards the one that's been winning a lot. And Momo has won a lot with MV, but I feel like after those, they're like, okay, I like the teams, but now I like you especially.
Yeah. Tell that to Lo Liao too, right? He had a rough year.
Rough year.
Yes.
A few years, actually, yeah.
Yeah, a few years, right? I mean, 2023 was not too bad, but 24 and 25 has been extremely rough. Hey, he survived relegation by changing teams. But still, he has been one of the gems, right? He's one of the few that lifted the trophy in Rio last year. That's why we got him again. They got him again, not me, but they.
It's okay, I was there. Either ways, what does Cambodia have to do now? Because,
I don't know.
No, because they've been quite close, and and the problem is, I think what's going into their mind is, do we want to trade this Yi Sun Shin ban for a Haya ban, because Yisun Shin is strong, and the early game when Sakai says that Yisun Shin is dangerous, but at least he doesn't get to jump onto Oppie.
I agree. I think that's one approach, right? That's one approach.
That's at least being considered.
Yeah. You have to take first pick though. Then you can hide the Yisun Shin pick until the very last. I think. Actually, it really doesn't matter.
No, I feel like just ban out the Fanny and ban out the Gatot, and then maybe ban the Hayabusa and still get the Lancelot first pick. Because if Detective is playing like that, I do not want to get him on any other hero.
Yeah.
And then just let Sakai pick up the Yisun Shin and then just try to fight the Yisun Shin instead. Because I think the biggest problem is just that if OP basically just survives the entire team fight, I think they will have more than enough damage, right? To burst down the Kimi, maybe even burst down the Hellcurt even faster. So I don't know. At least you gotta consider that.
It does start getting into your head when, you know, these ways that you've been executing and has been working well just fall short of one crucial moment. It does start to wear you out. You did say that you are very confident they can bounce back. We saw them bounce back after a horrendous start to game 2, but now you're put in the same spot again. A long game where you're going toe-to-toe, and it's just one instant, a fraction of a second. A lapse of judgment, a dangerous grass again.
Okay, so
all right,
this feels rigged.
Wait, what? Okay, this is like what, the 7th time?
You know what? I think this is God's way. Like maybe Momo has been praying. Let me get the Hellcurt, and then God's like, I will give you dangerous grass every single time. So the option is there. I don't know, but
look, there's a 1 in 4 chance to get dangerous grass, and we've been hitting it 7 times today. My luck isn't that good. Malaysia now, first pick.
Already changing things up here. Husky, not only is Malaysia first pick, but they ban out the Cho, and Cambodia themselves bans out the Lancelot. Okay.
This has to be a high IESF ban, right? Do you want to take that challenge?
Do you think Cambodia is trying to get a Fanny? Because Fanny first pick is very dangerous, but second and third, not bad.
Could be too.
But it should.
I mean, it depends on what they ban second too, right?
Because okay, so I would say they should consider banning out the Baxia, but Malaysia themselves ban out the Baxia. They ban out CC, and now I feel like they need to ban the Grok. Do not let Yums on that Grok.
Yeah.
And
there's a possibility of opening up the YSS and Hayabusa matchup too.
I wonder if Malaysia will ban the Eve here. Because OP is very strong.
I feel like it's very worth considering. Yeah, I think you open both YSS and Hayabusa and you ban the Heave here. It does make a lot of sense. So you're not short of junglers, but you also get to force the Grok ban.
I wonder if I really feel like Eve is good. This is where the point where you see a Gatot ban, maybe even another assassin ban, so that you have exclusivity on that pick.
Yep.
But yes, they ban out that Eve. Gotta respect Oppie on that pick. Cambodia, they have options. The Yisun Shin is there, the Hayabusa is there, the Grok is there. The problem is if you ban out the Grok, Malaysia can first pick that Gatot. So that's also an issue you gotta circumvent around.
Or you just open all of them and you ban something else. Right? You ban Lapu Lapu.
What's your command?
The Fanny had to go, right? So the other 4 are open, sort of what we predicted. So no matter what Malaysia gets, Cambodia can respond with 2 of the priors and leave the last one for Malaysia.
So Malaysia should be picking up Grok here, and then Cambodia will third pick the Gatot.
Yep.
So they get priority on like a Haya.
Either Haya or YSS, right? It's like a YSS or Haya +1.
And then maybe they will pick up a Jushin or a Kimi.
There's also a Lapu available.
Yeah.
Right? So the options are there for Cambodia. It's Malaysia, they have to be the one that kind of set the tone of what Cambodia is going to go for. But the fact that Cambodia is on red side means that they will always have a good way of responding. So the Grok first pick goes to Malaysia.
I feel like they need to pick up a prio mid here. Either a Jushin or a Kimi.
I want to say Jushin Gatot. That's one way to approach it. Gatot Kimi is also another way.
But Gatot you can pick third. So
yeah.
So maybe Either Lapu plus Jushin or Kimi.
Yes.
Yuzong is there if Wadu is feeling like it.
Lapu Kimi doesn't sound too bad. If you don't really care
It takes
too much,
away Malaysia's picks.
Yeah. Although I would say then you have to trade either your jungler or the Gatot, right? Priority now will have to switch a little bit. So these first two picks, I personally want a prio mid here.
Fight for the
They go for the Hilda
ultimate
instead. Hilda as well as the Kimi.
Yep.
But the thing is, if Cambodia picks up the Gatot here, then you're showing where the Hilda is going.
Yeah. Again, you have to, it's a bit of give and take, right? You have to pick your poison. And for them, they feel okay not taking the Gatot. I mean, it plays true to the DNA. Can play fast, has a flex pick there, great pressure, priority either way. Jushin Grok now is a possibility for Malaysia.
Yeah, Jushin Yusin Shin, Jushin Haya, even Jushin Lapu.
Oh yes.
Right, maybe Sakai has more in his pocket, so he doesn't mind being chosen a bit later. And if they don't pick up the Lapu, you kind of have to be slightly worried about a Hellcrit appearing again.
Yeah. They take the YSS, keep it simple for Sakai. Along with the Lapu Lapu, so the mid lane, not a concern right now for Team Malaysia.
Yeah. Stormy even smiling. I wonder if he's just
Nana.
saying Nana. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't know if it will get picked because Stormy does have a pretty wide hero pool. We gotta remember Selena as well.
Yeah.
And the Hayabusa does get picked up here. So in terms of the bans, I wonder if they're gonna consider banning out Loliel or Stormy. The thing is, Loliel has shown less heroes compared to Stormy. So X-Board,
He can still X-Board no matter what.
Granger Harv, you know, that route.
Jushin banned first. Just as sort of what we have been discussing so far, that has to go. I think.
I think just to be safe, if you want to ban out mid, consider Selena. You have the heal that I can clear the traps, but at the same time, it could be scary.
Play the hero.
Yeah, the Yuzong ban. So they're very. Again, we just say that sometimes you could manipulate certain heroes to get forced into the lane you want, right?
Exactly,
and in this case, they're trying to really clamp down on this Hilda pick to see if they can force this Hilda onto Boxy instead of Wadu. And limiting prio picks like Yuzong is a very, very good choice. Also protects the guys too. The Ruby is an option. Ruby, Esmeralda have been big bans in this grand final so far.
Payback.
All right, they ban out the Farsa.
Okay.
So minimizing the amount of damage that the Stormy can put out, but throughout the tournament, he has used picks like the Lu Yi, the Nana, the Selena, and we know he has a pretty mean Novari as well. So there are a lot of options, but considering that he does have the Grok, I'm thinking he wants some kind of prio, so maybe prioritizing just a little bit more on that Selena.
I agree. I think no matter what, the Selena is a go angle to go towards. Just because you have that instant stop button, right? You get hit by a Selena arrow, it's guaranteed light stop, but not only that, you are not alone in terms of the setup. You have so many ways. And not to mention, Yi Sun-shin gives you vision. That split second with the Mountain Shocker goes off, that's enough for you to get info. And you get to redirect where you want your opponents to go with the Grok too. This Alice ban really is starting to make it hard for this Hilda. Like Cambodia have a lot of thinking to do where this Hilda needs to go.
The Gatot is still open, so if they want to put Gatot in Rome and basically put Hilda on EXP, and I feel like it's still an okay matchup going up against the Lapu.
It is, but the Gatot will suffer. We've seen how Team Malaysia handles the Gatot. With the Grok as well. It's gonna be tough. So they do go for the Esmeralda, which has been a hot commodity so far. Doesn't really reveal yet where this Hilda might go.
I wonder if Malaysia want to think about a Lunox here. A Lunox Gold.
Even
Honestly, mid would be
Lunox
okay.
mid
as
too,
well.
yeah. Or you could go for Granger, right?
Yeah.
Granger Selena. Some great long-range artillery fire.
Yeah. A lot of siege between Yusun Chi and Selena as well as the Granger, so...
They could go back for X-Borg and it would be good, honestly.
Not a lot of ways to deal with the X-Borg right now, but the Granger is still open in case Cambodia picks
What
it up.
about Ruby?
I think the Ruby is not bad. It can really protect the Yusun Shin.
Let's see, so they do go for the Ruby and the Lunox, so pretty much sort of within our predictions, the forecasting. We're about to end the event with like a 70% prediction rate. The Turisla now of Cambodia. We have seen this before from Indonesia, courtesy of Iran. But this time it will be Wadu wielding the hammer.
The execution coming in from Cambodia has to be perfect here. Because with the Lunox, there are ways to answer the front lines, the Esme, the Turisla, the Hilda. But again, Lunox have to target one at a time, so she can't deal with all of them. So maybe Cambodia, their idea is just to charge through. Someone has to be the black sheep, but then everyone else, you just gotta move through and try to take down as many people as you can.
Maybe the idea is just to power through the pain and use that to fuel the energy to potentially get to a Game 4 and stay in this Grand Finals. Because Malaysia are one game away from a trophy lift. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head into game number 3 of the Grand Finals at WEC here in Kuala Lumpur. Team Malaysia on blue side, Team Cambodia on red.
This is potentially the final match because this is match point. But there are opportunities for Cambodia to make a comeback here and extend this best of 5 all the way. And again, both junglers are starting on the same side of the map. But look at this, Api is already moving forward and looks like it's unable to threaten that. But Api, Boxy as well as Detective, it looks like they want to, show a little bit of pressure here. Api even taking that golem, and Sakai's having to go straight for his beetle. Boxy, Zing as well as Detective, they're being a nuisance here.
Yus will try to flicker away, but they're going to jump onto him. This is like a first blood angle. Detective, good secure, and the pressure is on for Cambodia. This is what we want to see.
Oh, they're upset.
Oh, they are.
They're angry. They're going straight into the jungle. They're like, you know what, Sakai's, you keep hitting onto Api. We got to make sure that you don't get a farm. And look at this. They're brute forcing all of this invade, taking away the farm from Sakai's. He's not going to be having a good time here.
Yeah, because Lunox doesn't get to help you defend, right? She doesn't necessarily have the damage. Even if Sakai doesn't go down, as long as they can stall out his leveling and start getting objectives is good enough. You have a sandbag in the XP lane thanks to Wadu. So no cheeky ganks will come through, or at least it will be so much harder to pull off. And Boxy can keep doing this to draw the attention of Stormy and Yums away. And some guys who need extra protection, I think Api might have gotten that.
But I'm loving that Cambodia has a lot of plans up their sleeve. They got plan A, B, and C. And so far, all of them are actually being executed quite well. Lilia going up against Zing here, but the turtle has spawned up top. And it looks like Cambodia are first on the scene. And it doesn't look like Malaysia can really respond. Sakai's just going to prioritize getting the farm first. But look at that, Detective's already level 5, and Sakai's hasn't hit level 4 yet.
They're going to come and try to, again, brute force to Team Malaysia. Take the jungler, flicker, pull back. Boxy flickers to safety. Loli out now. He's the falling star, but a lot of damage coming in from the side of Cambodia. The shadow used as well. Wadu in with the penalty zone. Lolia goes down. Wadu swings away. Stormy gets flattened. Boxy gone up by Sakai's. A trade from Team Malaysia. Now Momo to the rescue. Api with the Purify. Can't get away. Bails out Sakai's.
Both teams showing incredible teamwork. All 5 members starting a fight at 2 minutes and 30. Wadu getting chased by Momo, and now even dodging Yums on that tectonic charge. Cambodia starting things off with a 1,000 goal lead, and both teams already having big team fights in the early game.
All in all, very good stuff from Cambodia, but can Jing get out of this because it's either Landshaker, Momo stuck around in the bottom lane to try and create an advantage. Zing needs to navigate this, and he needs help, but help isn't coming anytime soon, so he's just gonna buy time as Momo picks up the kill.
And Yums, he should know that Boxy is there. Api as well as Boxy are doing an amazing job as this mid duo, stopping Team Malaysia from farming freely, moving around the map. Stormy taking quite a bit of damage, healing off of the minions. And now Team Malaysia, they're just trying their best to survive.
They box Boxy in, and he has no way out this time. Eats the boat in the face. Wadu tries to re-engage. They get a 2-man room, but Wadu now eats the Landshaker. Can Detective get something done? Momo, good frames with the flicker. Sakai now takes the gun from Api. Api cannot finish the job. And Yums sort of missing the tectonic charge a little bit as the crowd have their hands in on their heads. That looked a bit dicey.
Hey, he predicted he was jumping inside of it, okay?
The crowd in front of us were like, oh my god, he missed it. That was a good attempt, respectable.
He was predicting.
Yeah.
Sakai's doing an amazing job fighting as many farms as he can.
Can I just say that
hold on.
Momo has been quite a big roamer. Another Purify out, the wall is dead. Here comes Fumes. 2 dead and 3 for Malaysia. Double kill for Sakai.
And up top, looks like Momo goes on to Wadu, trying to get his 1v1, but the Tarizla is very, very tanky. Healing back up with the hammer. And all the while, Detective trying to get the buff. It looks like he's able to get it. Momo finds him there.
The wall.
Oh, the wall!
He has no shadow. Detective needs to get out. Wadu will fail him.
That was a very clutch wall. Maybe Yoon's like, hey, watch this, okay? That was just one bad charge. Everything else is going to be good.
Yeah, give it the Croc away. It's always a scary thing. It's a scary risk. So far, it hasn't paying off Cambodia. Mountain Shocker Vision granted to Sakai. Who wanted Detective to stagger him? Oh my goodness! No way out, even with the shadows.
I mean, at this point, just a little bit speechless here. Oppie just waiting for Team Malaysia to charge in so that potentially he can fight back. Momo opening up the map.
Yeah.
Finds Wadu as well as Oppie should be able to clear the minions, no problem. All the while down bot, Zing is getting as much free farm as he can.
This Ruby is a problem, and another tectonic charge. Boxy is straight up gone.
This Grok, man, it's...
What a recovery from a slow start for Sakai too.
Every single time you see the Grok play, you remember, okay, no wonder he keeps getting banned.
Yep. It's such an important game for Cambodia that led one of the most powerful picks through. It is a scary thing. Even Jing now, forced to take farm in the top lane. Lo Liao easily just wheeze out of that.
And all the while, the turtle has been started up by Team Malaysia. It looks like we'll be able to get it. And now extending the lead. How the heck that Sakai still hasn't died? Oh, hold on, look at that!
They force Oppie back, and Wadu is still looking for a window, but Momo is not gonna wait. He's gonna swing on Oppie. Momo gives his life away. Wadu gets pulled back, and now tectonic charge from Fumes. Malaysia coming right through with 4.
Detective able to get away. But still, an amazing engage coming in from Team Malaysia, and Momo sacrificing himself for the team. That was an amazing setup. And now Malaysia, 15 kills to Cambodia's 4. Detective is trying his very best to deal damage in the previous fight, but again, everyone's so clumped up. It's just not enough. Looking at items here, he only has the Hunter Strike. Look at Sakai's. He was the one pressure, but now Hunter Strike, endless battle. But now Detective does have the War Axe. But still, in terms of items, Sakai's is in the lead.
Can I just also note out, Lavelle, that this is the biggest goal lead we've seen a single team have in the Grand Finals. Boxy just got solo kill by Sakai's. Detective wants the buff. Doesn't get it. Lo Liao stole the orange buff away. Malaysia continues to siege the wall, put up Jing. Where'd you gonna go? Because Lo Liao is there with the Don't Run Wolf King. They try to suck him back, but he's gonna flicker out this time. As Wadu tries to hold the fort, forces out the brilliance from Stormy. Malaysia continues to terrorize jungle with Cambodia. Purple buff stolen.
And this is very difficult because Cambodia, in terms of scaling, honestly, they can't really contest the scaling of Malaysia here.
Oh no. Oh no. They saw Detective.
But able to get away. Momo is not close enough. And Detective knows it. Forcing out the bravest fighter, but should be available in the next Lord fight. Zing is gonna proxy the wave and gonna come in soon. Team Malaysia, with that Lunox, they might be able to take it under the nose of Cambodia without them even realizing. Look at how fast the Lord is getting taken down. Malaysia is gonna secure this for free with the help from Stormy.
They have a good idea where Zing is as well. Look at them toying with Wadu. It's the boat, yep. All they want is that penalty zone out.
And the Lord is marching in. It's 9 minutes, gonna be the first Lord. The Holy defense is still up, so they should not be able to get any inhibitors here, but they just want to get as much structures as they can, get a lot of gold, extend the gold lead, and now forcing out a flicker out of Boxy.
They're just trying to make Cambodia flinch every single time they show up on their screens. Someone will have to expand a crucial resource just to stay safe, and this siege is going to be dangerous because Jing is not going to be allowed to go home. Momo will hold him hostage in the bottom lane. OD defense pop, another ball put out. Boxy dodges the boat, even uses the conceal to get away. Detective will try to keep him safe. And the siege, for now, has been halted by Cambodia.
Yeah, Zing is doing quite a job here, stalling as much as he can. But Sakai's is here on the scene. A level 14 Yisun Shin against Zing on this Esmeralda.
It's not even close. Look, guys, look at this freestyle. A bob and a wave, a punch and a jab. The falling star moon used, but the only one falling this time is going to be Jing, and Sakai knows it. Eats the bow in the face, and the base is under danger. The Lord does end up getting slain. Another holy defense dropped. Team Malaysia now assume full control of the game with a close to 8K goal lead.
Oh, Oppie, he's able to get out of there. But look at this.
They get a pullback. Wadu swinging to safety with the enhanced movement speed. The siege still continues. Catapult is around. Landshaker dodged by Oppie. Finally, Cambodia gets to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, Malaysia can't make a mistake. Overstaying their welcome is potentially going to set them back for quite a lot. They're going for the mid-tier 2. Sakai's, he's Wadu and dealing quite a lot of damage onto Wadu.
Lets him eat the boat. Traction pulse used. Falling star move from Jing. Only as a means of a deterrent. Boxy conceal, doesn't really matter. Yum just stops him like a brick wall. The next lord up in 45 seconds in the bottom quadrant of the map, and Team Malaysia have assumed full control of every single territory. And it's up to Boxy to open up the map, but that's all he can do, provide vision.
Malefic Roar has been built by Detective. Now he should have enough penetration to deal with Momo, Loliel, as well as Yumes. And looks like the wall is not able to get onto Boxy. Boxy gets stunned though.
It's going to be the turtle boat. Damage follow-up isn't there just yet, but it's not about killing Boxy. It's about forcing him away and making him ineffective in doing his job. Even Jing, he used the Purify already. He's just going to try and buy as much time as possible, but he's in no man's land.
Yep. Loliel and Stormy are chasing after him. And Zing trying to buy as much time as he can. Oh, Sakai's is there. Tries to get on to Zing again.
Where is he gonna go, Jing? He has nothing. And they know it. The Sky Prince is legendary.
It was a good attempt by Cambodia to slow Sakai's down. But he comes back max speed. Now level 15, 9-0 and 5. I don't know, man. That was a good attempt coming in from Cambodia. It's actually quite impressive that Malaysia is able to survive that and eventually scale back up.
Almost a 10K goal lead, 13 minutes into the game. The Lord in hand for Malaysia. An endgame angle is very, very possible. This could be the final blow that Malaysia lands to get themselves at the trophy and a two-time championship title. For 4 of them, it's a back-to-back. And Momo will be the latest addition to the Hall of Heroes at the end of this.
At least they're not making the letter V.
Yeah, I think you need to make the letter M. So it's sort of V in reverse. I don't know if you can do it with 5 people. You might need the help of the Cambodian players.
That's gonna be too much. But either ways, Lord is marching in. Cambodia, in terms of wave clear, honestly not looking that great. It's only on Oppie and Detective. Yumes being in the front line. Lolio looking to pull anyone in. Boxy is there. They see it.
Again, the Mountain Chocolate has so much value, man. They get the crash from the Lord in the bottom lane. There goes your inhibitor. Let's see if Cambodia can defend it. It's not going to be easy to get the crash. Oppie dangerous. Wadu, 4-man penalty zone. Momo hops to the back line, assassinates Oppie, and Loliao now tries to hold the fort. Detective is looking for the window in. Loliao still escapes. Boxy and Jing on the chase, but they get to turn around. The base still in danger though. Momo finally ends up going down as they take out Jing. 2 day for Cambodia. Detective barely makes it out with his life. 3 members left on both sides.
But Wadu, the MVP there. 4-man penalty zone, allowing Boxy to get on to Sakai. It looks like they're going through. Look at this.
And they got Boxy, the mighty swing to another penalty zone on 3, but the Brilliance is gonna keep Stormy safe. Oh, Detective into the shadow kill. Can he at least get Loliao or Stormy? Stormy ends up going down, but Loliao comes in with help from Yoon to find it. Detective on the run. And Oppie responds in time to extend this game.
Loliao almost got taken down as well, but the fact that the minions spawn is actually bad for Cambodia because he used that to heal up. And Cambodia is still surviving 15 minutes in. They should have a chance here because... damage is going to get built up by Cambodia.
Yeah.
You know, they're just waiting for a moment.
Yep. Let's show confidence. That's how you know that they're having fun. Got this in the bag. It was quite a goal swing in favor of Cambodia, but we have reached the point of critical mass, the crescendo of this grand finals. Team Malaysia have hit their peak terminal velocity in terms of impact. This could be everything.
But they need to be careful of the suction coming in from Oppie as well as Wadu. Because at any point when they're clumped up, Cambodia can turn things around with a clutch team fight. And the Detective at this point, 4-1-1, should have enough damage to deal with Skies, to deal with Loliao. He just needs a setup from Oppie and Wadu.
There's the bottom wave too, they have to do with it. The moment Detective shows on the map, Malaysia goes on to the Lord. As easy as that. Lord number 3 for Team Malaysia.
And I would say that was a mistake. It should be someone else. Someone else should have been the one to clear the wave. When Detective shows his face, that's a clear sign for Team Malaysia to just take the Lord away.
Yeah, they definitely know how to have fun. And that's what matters. Even in the toughest of competitions,
What if Cambodia makes a B?
and really use it reciprocating.
Yeah,
that's what we like. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this could be it.
Yep. Good sportsmanship coming from both teams. The Lord is marching in. Team Malaysia, they're going for a last push.
Loliao with a 2-man pull, and they're going to chain everything onto Wadu. Wadu is already gone. Boxy and team tried their best, but I think this is it. With the world as their witness, Malaysia is inevitable. With courage and perseverance, the white of purity and integrity, harmony bathed in serene blue, and the radiant royalty that shines in golden yellow. The sons of Malaysia will fly the Jalo Gemilang with pride tonight. Tuan Tuan, Tan Puan Puan, your back-to-back champions, Malaysia!
Congratulations to Malaysia! Once again, winning World Esports Championship live from Kuala Lumpur 2025, defending their title for 2 years.
History has been made, first ever. 2-time and a back-to-back, Loliao, Stormy, Sakai, Yums, and now Momo.
That was an amazing best of 5, even though it only went 3 games, but every single game, you feel the fire, you feel the pride, you feel the emotions in the game. And now, to properly celebrate our champions, we'll go to the stage.
The crowd was only theirs to begin with. Back to back, because once was never enough. Tuan Tuan Dan Puan Puan. This is your World Esports 2025 champions, Team Malaysia. Successfully defending their title, Team Malaysia. You may head to the throne and claim your crown. You may lift your trophy in a count of 3, 2, 1. incredible win. And of course, a win in their home ground. Team Malaysia, congratulations on that back-to-back victory. But before anything else, let's have a little chat with our winners tonight. So guys, how does it feel like to win back-to-back in your home soil?
I feel amazing because this win dedicates to all Malaysian MLBB fans and especially to Momo and Lolius because during MPL there's a lot of doubt to them and this win proved to them that they deserve the slot at the ICSF.
A very well-deserved slot indeed. You know what, Momo, come here. Momo, congratulations on your first World Esports Championship trophy. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling so happy today.
Yes. Is there anything you want to say to everybody who have doubted you or even supported you in this journey?
Thank you to all fans yang datang sini dan siapa di rumah. Thank you so much. So we will do our best dekat SEA Games nanti insyaAllah.
Momo, who do you dedicate this win to?
What? Sorry?
Who do you dedicate this win to?
For my family and myself. Yeah.
A well-deserved victory, Momo. Finally, his first international trophy. Loliel? Loliel, I know there were lots of doubters in your journey, but now that you won and proved to them that you do deserve the slot, is there anything you want to say? Anything at all?
I just want to say thank you for all the one who support me until now. I still in this industry because of the support. Yeah, thank you.
Who do you dedicate this win to?
To all my close friends, of course.
Wow, to all his close friends. Stormy? Stormy? Stormy, who is this win for?
Huh?
Who do you want to dedicate this win for?
For the home Malaysians.
Wow. Sakais? Oh, Sakais already. Yums? Yums? Who do you dedicate this win to?
To everyone and especially Momoa.
These boys really, really love each other. Of course, Coach Ark. Who is this win for?
First of all, I just want to say good game to all the countries that joined this tournament. It was really a exciting and pretty fun tournament. So I hope everyone had fun because we definitely had fun. So thank you so much. And then I dedicate this win to everyone who supported us through this tournament. It means so much to us seeing you here in the crowd. And thank you so much. And thank you to my loved ones, to my family, and especially to my fiancé. Thank you so much for supporting everything that I do. I love you. I'll see you soon.
This is such a heartwarming interview. And of course, it's a very well-deserved victory. And now it's time to throw it back to the casters just for a little bit as we prepare for our awarding ceremony. Throwing it back to the casters.
Thank you, Rose. That was a good heads up. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again to Team Malaysia. Unblemished record, clean sweeps from group stage until the grand finals, until the trophy lift. Team Cambodia came close. It was a worthy grand finals, and I'm so happy that we are able to be a part of it.
The crazy thing, Husky, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
They have more tournaments in the future, but for now, they got to celebrate this one. They've been training hard, and it's very evident with all the crazy picks that they had, with the chemistry that they have built.
Yep.
Like if they tell us they've been training nonstop, I believe them. Because how do you get this good without I don't know, three to 5 scrims a day, man?
Yeah, and we know that they get a couple of days worth of break, and then it's back to the grind, right? Like the next stop is not far away. In fact, it's 72 hours away.
It's knowing when they're flying 4 days away.
4 days away. which isn't a long time.
For me, it's 3 days away.
But still, again, it's a great grand finals. Credits to Team Cambodia. They gave us one hell of a grand finals, and they made it close. They made it exciting, and that's the important thing.
And again, they were all good sports at the end because it was pretty evident that the results were there. Like it's crazy for me because in my head it's like yeah. Don't give Sakai's the Hayabusa, then you have a better chance. And then he gets the Eastern Shin, and then he does all of that.
And then we've been saying the whole tournament, Grok is kind of scary.
Don't give it to Yums.
And Yums gets Grok.
It's scary because Malaysia at this point have a few signatures that you can't bet at all, and they have the pocket picks like the Hellcurt.
Yes.
Plus X. What if they still have a bit more?
I have a feeling.
Maybe Loyal has been hiding a few things, and Arcadia's like, hold on. You don't need to show it yet.
You haven't seen his Claude. He has been practicing it for sure. Wait until he busts that out. So I would say that all things considered, it does show one thing, right? This roster is not unbeatable. This roster is not invincible. There are definitely ways to get through to them. But when push comes to shoves, when all the odds are stacked against you, all the decks, all the cards are on the table, who makes the battle call? And today is Team Malaysia.
We're going to look at the Hall of Famers here. How did Sakai's get pressured so much in the early game, denying him of the farm, and he's still the gold hunter, 886. He's the GOAT. At this point, like, Sakai's will be the face of Malaysia MLBB.
Yeah,
it's either him or Yums, man.
Talk about bouncing back, right? Like you always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And what a spectacular finish it has been. Ran through the finishing line with a march down mid, red carpet laid out by the Lord of all things. Today is a historical day, man.
It's all these 5 days is worth it.
It was worth it
to get to this. This is the peak of MLBB. Wadu being the tanker, and honestly, Wadu and Detective are the biggest problem for Malaysia this entire grand finals. And you know that Malaysia really had to earn it. Like game 1, game 2. Those were not easy games.
Yes, those were not. I mean, these two teams, especially the roster of Team Cambodia, we've met them a couple of times. They've given us a headache every single time, and they have been one of the few opponents that has pushed us to our absolute limits. Today they fell again, but every time it happens, they bounce back stronger. And I know we will be seeing them very, very soon. The MVP, your Sky Prince Sakai's in the jungle, 12-1-7 on that Yisan Shin.
Do you remember this guy getting criticized?
Remember they say that
he's not that good?
Yeah, he's not that good.
He's washed.
He's only lucky that he's winning.
He's like, you're only that good because of your teammates. You didn't do much. And then now look at it, man. Like, let me tell you, Husky, regular season, Sakai's is a jungler. He's a good jungler.
Yeah.
But starting playoff until now, this is the Sky Prince form.
And I gotta say that not only has he ascended to the Sky Prince form, but in his tenure as a competitive jungler, in this short period, just a few years, he's gotten more accolades than a lot of players out there who've been doing this longer than he has. And it only says one thing. He is one hard-working kid, and he sure as heck is talented. One of the best we have.
I hope in the future, like as in like more after this, I wanna see more coming in from these 5, right? I want to see what else they can do in their career here, both domestically as well as internationally. And of course, we have to put this into the highlight. Although I feel like they got to talk to Vamos about how to coordinate this.
Yeah, and I would say if Malaysia wasn't like 11,000 goal lead ahead, that engage from Wadu would have been a turning point of the game, right? Again, they were brilliant plays, but this game is sort of the only one-sided one, and it was such an economical advantage for Team Malaysia that they were able to close it out by brute forcing their way through. Sort of pretty ironic, that's sort of what Cambodia wanted to pull out, but nonetheless, a very good fight. I wish this was a best of 7, honestly.
Yeah, it deserves it, right? They definitely deserve it. Congratulations to Cambodia for getting all the way here. It was not an easy journey for any of the teams because the competition this year, Husky, has been insane. We've seen amazing plays. South Africa, Dominican Republic,
Iran,
Romania.
Yeah, and not to mention Team Cambodia wasn't even part of the conversation in 2024. And just a year later, they are the silver medalists. How cool is that?
Let me just say, for the international tournaments coming up, Cambodia is going to have a target on their back.
Oh, 100%.
Like, they're not getting ignored in the upcoming tournaments.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it couldn't be a better way to end this, right? I just want to appreciate all the fans who are here, because you guys have been nothing short but amazing. It's an honor to be a part of WEC.
Let me just say, on behalf of everyone that worked hard for this event, from IESF to MESF, ESI, KBS, Raka Muda, Raka Digital, and even our partners, man, Red One, IQ, Solos Merge, Monster Energy, CK Music, Razer, everyone from the production team, producers, editors, they have worked the best work that they can have to make sure this is a success. So we would like to say thank you very much to everyone, but this is over. This is the end of the World Esports Championship 2025. Indonesia, you know, female team won, and Malaysia, the Open Division 1.
It's been quite what a journey, man. What an amazing 5 days we have. And I gotta say, we've made it. We made it to the end. It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute pleasure. So this should be the end. And I believe there's a prize giving ceremony coming up.
Yep, there is.
So we're throwing it over to that. So let's look at the prize giving ceremony, which is gonna be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've all been waiting for. Test. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've all been waiting for is finally here. Presenting before you the top 3 podium finishers of the World Esports Championship 2025. And to begin our awarding ceremony, we would like to invite Mr. Sebastian Gilliard, Director of the European Office and Sport Movement Relations at World Anti-Doping Agency, to present the medals to our second runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Team Turkiyye! To present your first runner-up medals, we would like to invite Mr. Vlad Marinescu, President of the International Esports Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Team Cambodia! And to present our champion with their medals, we would like to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, dan diiringi oleh Mr. Naim Al-Amin, President of Malaysia Esports Federation. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, this is your back-to-back champions, Team Malaysia! And for the very last award we have tonight, it is the Finals MVP. And of course, to present this award, it would still be Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, with Mr. Naim Al-Amin, President of Malaysia Esports Federation. And the FMVP is Stormy from Team Malaysia! Our finals MVP will be receiving a plaque by Red One Mobile and an iQOO 15. Thank you very much to all of our honorable guests. You may now return to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request for all the members of the arena, the athletes with us, the delegates, and everybody else to kindly rise as we sing the national anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku. and gentlemen, the World Esports Championship 2025 officially comes to an end. I would like to personally thank everybody for making this event a tremendous success. And of course, congratulations to all of the participants, the athletes who showed us what true passion and esports can do. That is it from me. My name is Rose, and to everybody across the globe watching this, salamat malam, good night, and we will see you on the next WEC. Bye, guys!